Hello, it is me, Microphone Face. Welcome to another live stream. The reason why my microphone is up in the air is because I have just spilt tea in my keyboard. Because I'm an idiot. I tried to move it from one side of the desk to the other. And I poured it all. Well, I didn't pour it all. I hardly poured any at all. But there's a lot of it that's got in my keyboard. So I'm just doing a little bit of damage control. We are here 2 hours earlier than normal. Oh my goodness me, what's going on? What's going on is that I am midway through another video and I need to make some progress on it so that I can get the video edited before I go away on Sunday. And I thought this is good stuff for live stream. So I thought, well, rather than hanging about for 2 hours pointlessly doing nothing, might as well go live a couple of hours early. Get working, get cracking. Jeez. First time chat from Flavoured Cupid saying, hey Foxy in chat, hello. Roth has redeemed facepalm. I'll give you a facepalm there, Roth.
Oh, mate.
I think that's definitely facepalm worthy. Hopefully. I mean, God, this is why I always have a tea towel on my desk when I'm streaming, because accidents happen. Good day, Mr. Dotel from Coffee76. Well, good day to you, sir. How you doing? Minecraft Now is live, is it? Oh, great. Oh, I'm in competition with useless Minecraft Now. And I don't have anything against Minecraft Now, other than it's just not for me. It's not my cup of tea at all. I don't enjoy it. It's not the sort of thing I like. Doesn't really give us a great deal of information we haven't already got from Twitter and the internet. So, I mean, if anything good comes out of it, if anyone's watching it, if anything good comes out of it, then please do let me know. Be useful for the podcast, be useful just to know. But I doubt
Missed Cats just subscribed. 29 months already, Foxy no what. Hey Foxy no wave.
Lots of foxes there. Hey mates, 29 months. Jeez, that's like, we're pushing 3 years at 29 months. I'm just saying. That's crazy. Well done, Mitz. That's absolutely good going. And that's not Prime or anything. That's not free. Mitz is paying for that, bless her. Poor Mitz. R.I.P. Mitz's bank account. Jeez. And my keyboard is not working at all. Nope, nothing. Oh, I have to turn it back on. That would help. If you turn the keyboard on, it works. Whew. Panic over. What have you done, says Mitz. I spilt tea in my keyboard just as I was about to hit the go live button. Which is always good fun. No, your cup of tea's all over your keyboard, says Roth. Yes, indeed. Foxy admits Foxy needs a tea towel. Foxy's got a tea towel. It's a very damp, wet, tea-covered tea towel now. Well, it's definitely a tea towel now, I guess. But yes, it is a tea towel. Oh, sorry. I thought I got a message in Discord. It's just the bot telling me that I've gone live again. Jeez, I thought I was popular. I'm not. Jeez. Turns out. Oh dear, says Mitz. Oh dear indeed. It's fine. I mean, keyboards are made to have stuff poured in them, surely. I mean, they've got to be designed like that. Otherwise, you know, what do they expect? They sit on your desk, which is where you have drinks. Jeez. It's not the first time I've poured a cup of tea into it, to be fair. Although I think the last one was coffee, and it wasn't that long ago. But now, the worst thing is my desk pad is wet now, and I don't want a wet desk pad, because then that's just going to give me a damp wrist. I don't want a damp wrist. Let me spin my desk pad round so I got the dry corner where my wrist is. Jeez. We'll get sorted out in a minute. Mitt says, tuned in, it looked like you had ponytail there with your mic. Where your mic was. A ponytail coming out the front of my face? It's a weird ponytail. Yeah, it did look a bit weird. We're nearly there. We are nearly there. I have dry bits now. This is good. Well, the little logo in the corner's upside down, but I'll just have to put up with that. Jeez. Right. Peeps. Has the music stopped already? iTunes, you're so useless. I can't do it. I can't make it all the way through a whole song, clearly. Absolutely useless. Jeez. Tea. Tea. And if I run out of tea in my cup, I can pour the rest that's in my keyboard into my mouth. That'll be nice. Sounds healthy and delicious. Right, peeps. Today, we are going to be working on that. But that's already done, you might say. Yes, it is. My overworld Guardian Farm bit is 100% complete. Nothing else needs doing to this part of my Guardian Farm at all. It is ready to go. It is rearing with anticipation to start spitting out guardians into the nether. The downside is there is absolutely nowhere in... Has it stopped again? No. There's nowhere in the nether for them to go. So that's what we're going to be doing on today's podcast. I've been recording the podcast yesterday and editing it today, so that's why that's on my brain. Today's live stream, jeez. Mitt said, no, that looked like the fringe and the art behind looked like a ponytail. Oh, I see. I see. Right. Well, I'm glad we're all fully understanding the situation now, Mitt. So I'm just going to throw a rocket down on the floor there just to show that I understand what you're talking about. I'm going to take L crafting table, L thingy, the other crafting table, the green crafting table and the brown one. We're taking both of those. I'll leave that torch actually on the floor because it gets a bit dark up here. And we're just mainly, first of all, just going to be doing many smashing things to bits. We need to basically make a big area around where we're going to be working. Geeky Bunny 84
just subscribed.
Just subscribe with Amazon Prime. That's absolutely amazing. Well done, Geeky Bunny 84. You can join the I've subscribed to Foxy No Tail on Twitch Club. I just did. You know what jeez. Why you gotta be so, all the time? I could have sworn I had a shulker box kicking about around here. What did I do with my shulker box? Where did I put my shulker box? What was the last thing I had? Oh, I know what I had in it. Yeah. We're gonna need a new shulker box. We're gonna need a new one. Actually, no, we're not for now.
Minecraft just subscribed.
Many subscribers. Chili on Minecraft has now subscribed with Amazon Prime. Getting in the club. This is absolutely fantastic. Good job, Chili on Minecraft. And hello, Khaleesi. How you doing? Good evening, Foxy in chat. How's everyone? Says Slim Lovell. I'm all right. How are you doing? What's going on? What's happening? Sorry for being early, by the way, but I got to get my videos done. And I'm not stressed today. I'm not stressed. I got so much recording done this week. It's unreal. I've got many episodes coming out to you now. I'm actually midway through. This is episode 23. Yes, possibly. Let me just double check that. Press that button. Yes, midway through episode 23. And you've only just seen episode 19. That was out yesterday. Confused me a little, but yay to being here, says Blue. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's...
What is going on here? Somebody has just subscribed for 8 months in a row. Let me just check this. Yes, it is true. Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
I am hearing all my favourite noises.
Just subscribed for 8 months.
And I can see there's a hype train's already kicked off. Gripper81's there like... Dude, I'm subscribing with Amazon Prime, but not just today, not just tomorrow, but for 8 months. I've done it for 8 months. Wow, well done. Amazing. Whoop for not being stressed, as Mitch. Last night, I got a good night's sleep. The first good night's sleep I've had in ages. It was nice. And I think that was just because I could finally relax knowing that I'd got enough videos to cover while I'm away. Still going to be gutted that I'm not going to get any live streams. Not 100% sure that the quality of these videos is going to be up to much or up to scratch, but at the end of the day, I don't care anymore. No, of course I do. I do care 100%, which is why I get stressed out about it. What am I doing? I want my beacon. Let's go to the spider spawner place of many spiders and go and get... There's not many spiders though, is there? No, there isn't any spiders because it keeps breaking because we're still in 1.18.2 on here because we don't like updating. Speaking of updating, I could tell you all a story that you all already know about because most of you are in my Discord that happened today about updating. But I don't want to rub anybody's face in it and, call them out for being a pain in my rear end. So I won't. There you go. Bro, you're in the wrong place, mate. Go down there out of my way. I need my beacon back. Good afternoon, Foxy, says Arcade Kenny. Good afternoon, Arcade Kenny, says Foxy. Yay, Foxy Time, says Ducker Spooky. Foxy, what do you think to the extra cheaty furnace bug that replaced the already cheaty furnace bug? Okay, it's weird, isn't it? Because on one hand, I think oh, well, you know, we were already doing it, so it really doesn't hurt. On the other hand, it just feels way more cheaty, even though it's probably not any more cheaty. In practice, it's probably less cheaty, to be honest with you. It feels it, doesn't it? It feels like you're actively cheating to do that one. So I'm going to say it's banned on servers and we shouldn't do it, but at the end of the day, we've been doing it for the last 2 years with the system we've already got. So I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not going to put my nose out of joint if anybody decides they are going to do it. What I don't like is that there's been this immediate like rush from content creators, particular content creators that have just gone out and like spammed it all over YouTube, because it's like it just feels really dirty to me just to go, hey, look at this new glitch, let's like get some views for that, from people that have often complained about other content creators that just make their videos out of duplication glitches, and there they are making videos on duplication glitches. So I get it, because it's not like you're duplicating a shulker box of items, but it just feels a bit dirty to me to go down there, oh, let's make a video on this, when really what they should be doing is just raising the awareness to the developers and going, hey guys, can we get a hotfix to fix this? But it is what it is. That's YouTube at the end of the day. But yeah, it just feels like everybody's jumped on it so quickly. I hope they patch it.
Oh my goodness, someone has just subscribed for 5 months? I cannot believe it.
Amir!
Emir just subscribed for 5 months. Foxy
Amir!
no happy, have you managed to
not Amir.
subscribe to yourself with Prime yet? Foxy no dough, Foxy no rip.
Amir says, have you managed to subscribe to yourself with Prime yet? Going back to a video or live stream a long time ago where I tried to do that with my personal account that I have Amazon Prime subscription on, and no, I didn't manage to do that. I never did. And although that account I don't know whether to go through this or not. Basically, I spent a good amount of time a few days ago going through absolutely every single thing that goes out of my account on a monthly basis or an annual basis. So like subscriptions. But you'd be amazed how many things that don't come up on like your direct debits, or you don't think about. You think, oh yeah, I've got TV, I've got my bills, I've got my broadband, I got this, I got that and the other. But then there's all of these other little things that we do through like online. Like I had a whole bunch of words. I had a whole bunch of things that like antivirus software and malware software and this software and that software that was just taking money out of my account every year on an auto renewal that I'd completely forgotten about. And that might sound like, oh, well, you must have plenty of money if you can forget about stuff like that. And that's not the case. You just don't think about it. And half the time, I don't know if everyone else does, but I don't go through my entire bank statement every single month. Unless, you know, I'm looking for something in specific. So you're just not aware of these things. So I went through absolutely every single payment that has gone out of my account, like over the last year, like automatically. And I cancelled it all. I've cancelled the whole lot. So there's a bunch of stuff I can't cancel. Like I can't cancel my website hosting and things like that, my domain name renewals. I can't. There's a couple of things else that things that I want to keep. But I cut my broadband down by half price by reducing the speed a little bit and complaining that I'd been on it for so long I should get a discount. 'Tis Tom with the raid. Tis Tom with the raid. So one of the things I got rid of, because I haven't been buying anything from Amazon for a long time in order to, cut down on expenditure, is Amazon Prime. I thought I'd get rid of it, but I got rid of it like a week after it had just renewed, so I've still got a year's worth of it. So I could still subscribe and get more money out of it if I really wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I think I'm just going to let it fizzle out. I got rid of Netflix. I'm not going to bother with Netflix anymore because I hardly use that. I'm just going to keep with Disney Plus. So yeah, I managed in total, plus with a couple of payments for things that are going to end sort of next month as well, I've managed to save nearly £500 a month, believe it or not, on things going out. Now, if you just whittle that down to the things I was subscribed to annually and monthly, it's about £100 a month, which is ridiculous. That if you add it all up, that's how much it comes up to. But with these like other payment things that were going out as well, that's quite a substantial saving I'm going to be making every month. So I feel better about that as well. And then even better, I got in touch with the tax man, and the tax man said, I owe you money. And I'm like, okay, can I have it? They're like, yes, you can. So I'm going to get a tax rebate as well. So really happy about all that at the minute as well. Tiz says, with subscription services, I sort of buy them just for a month to see if something I really want to watch. Yeah, that's fair enough. I was thinking, you know, like a lot of my stuff was more, yeah, just online services that you don't think about, like your Discord Nitro and all that sort of stuff that you just ends up going out of your account that you forget about.
Oh my goodness, you know, someone Amazon has just Prime subscriptions for 5 months. I cannot believe it.
Coffee76 gifted a sub to Tiz. This is amazing. Thank you very much. Tiz there saying thank you with a big chicken face. It's sushi, Tiz. You should wear it more often. Where's me rockets, mate? So there we go. So what have you been up to, Tiz? What have you got on with today? What have you been doing in your stream? Or is it spoilers? You're not allowed to tell me. Also, Tiz, I haven't been called upon for my services as Beetroot Bro for a while. I feel like I got abandoned after that first one. You know, you held my hand, you took me on this amazing journey, and then you just dumped me in the corner somewhere. I don't need him anymore. Jeez, thanks, Tiz. It's just work, just base work. Oh, fair enough. Jilliana says, no, don't shoot in here. She says, Amazon Prime yearly fee is increasing for us Americans only thinking of ditching it. Well, I was trying to think what I get out of Amazon Prime. I like things like, you know, Clarkson's Farm, but if I go through all of the things I've watched on Amazon over the last sort of year or two, there really isn't all that much. There's a few movies, but most of the time you end up paying for those anyway because they're not on the service. The Amazon Music I never use. I don't use the book thing. I got a lot out of their free delivery thing for a long time. But I don't need that anymore. And most Amazon deliveries now, if you haven't got Prime, are generally free on next day. So it just seemed completely pointless to me to keep that going, which is a shame because I've had it for so long and it felt like a staple part of things I would do, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but it's, yeah, I just don't need it. Don't need it. Oh, I'll tell you what I do need, though. I'm going to need some fire resistance potions. We need to set up a base camp here. I brought a beacon, and it's netherrack, isn't it? So I don't actually need a beacon. So that was stupid. But, you know, stupid is as stupid does. And I often do stupid, so I must be stupid. It's stupid, not stupid. Oh, look. Are you going to correct everything I say? Yes. Oh, fair enough. Okay, then. Better start saying stupid instead of stupid. It seems stupid to me. Tiz says, we'll think of something else we can do. Feel bad for bothering you. You don't bother me, Tiz. I like it. Feel free to bother me whenever you want. I'll tell you if you're bothering me. I'll tell you to clear off. Get out of it, you pest. You're bothering me. I can't get rid of my Amazon Prime. My mum uses it too much, says Polymath. Yeah. It is useful. I'm not going to say it's not useful. Out of all of the services, it's probably the best one, particularly if you are subscribing to someone on Twitch, because it's cheap at the end of the day for what you get. You get so much stuff for it. It's just, you know, it just happens to be that my circumstances over the last few months and years and how I consume content have changed to that. And the other thing that bothered me a little bit was there was a few series that have come onto Amazon Prime lately that I wanted to watch, but they required like an extra level of subscription and more cost, and I just thought, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for like one TV show. So yeah, I did. Yeah, no. Nope. I need a bow because it's like death around here. I need a bow. And there was something else I needed as well. Which one's my good bow? Not that one. That was rubbish. Don't even know why I got it. I'll just chuck that one on the floor just to test, making sure it's, you know, bounces nicely. It did. What else did I need? Oh, fire resistance. They are in here, I think. Yes, many. Good. Lend a friend's login details, lol, says Arcade Kenny. I used to do that with Netflix with my brother, but I think he either cancelled it or he got fed up with, because he lent his Netflix login details to me and mum and dad and his friends.
5 months? I cannot believe it.
Neskit1 just subscribed for 5 months. Thanks for everything.
You're welcome. Yeah, so it turned out after a while he wasn't even able to watch his own Netflix because he'd shared it with that many people. They were all watching it, and hey yo, gas noises, and he couldn't get on Netflix anymore. So that was quite funny. But then we got banned from Netflix, so I had to get my own subscription. Oh, that's what I was going to get as well. I was going to get a hoe. Going to get a hoe so I could deal with these chaps. These cheeky chappies. Chili on Minecraft says you could turn some of them into splash potions. The problem with splash potions, Chili on Minecraft, that is a thing I could do, but I would rather not do that because splash potions generally don't give you as long, and you've got to try and splash them right on your face to do it. When you're in lava, it's particularly if you're wearing netherite, and particularly if you've got one of them that's got fire protection on it, which I don't actually think I have, you can actually last an awfully long time before you burn to death. You've got plenty of opportunity to go into your inventory and grab yourself a fire resistance potion before you die. You just got to try not to panic, which is quite hard.
Peachy1982 just subscribed for 5 months.
Peachy1982, Neskit subscribing for Prime months. Both of you just subscribe for Prime months. It's like there's something going on here, and I love it. Thank you very much. Many Prime subscriptions going on today, and many just subscriptions. So thank you very, very much, everybody. I love how Netflix became I need a hoe, says Arco Kenny. I don't understand. I have no idea. Oh, is that what I ended up saying instead of talking about Netflix? I love the Nether. Do you like how on the screen when you've got fire you just can't see anything? It's just so nice, isn't it? It's pleasant. I'm going to hit a pigman in a minute and then I'm going to be in big trouble. Will you die? Stop shooting me. Oh, come on. How small is your hitbox? Jeez. Very, very small. Like a tiny person hit me hitbox. Miniature gassed hitboxes. Being on fire, it's the best, isn't it? It's the absolute best. I love it. Does anyone else like being on fire? Right, peeps. I've got a question for you. Are you ready for this? Hands up in the chat. How many of you play on Windows 10 or 11 version of Minecraft? You can't get me with that, Quintillion. I'm not in the... Oh, wait. No, I need to turn my normal volume down a bit because that was way too loud. I could tell that wasn't a real ghast. Next time you get me. Arcade Kenny. Slow Molasses. Roth. Mining 101. Pixie Enchanted. Chansgras. Chewbacca. Rainman. Electric Steve. Night Quest Sample. iRaft81. The Alien Doctor. Gilliana. Dash Nash Richter. Polymath. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of people that play on... Oh, and Quintillion, Seabass, more of you. Okay, so there's a lot of people that play on Windows 10 11 on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. How many of you have what it takes to look at your game files or use my version switcher? Like, do you know how to access the files within your Windows apps folder, which Minecraft or Microsoft block you from accessing? If you don't, or even if you do you ever use my version switcher? Because I got a sneaky tip for you if you know how to access those files on how to make your underwater experience way more bearable. Ah, bull. Thank you. Yep, I tweak things all the time, says Chad Grizz. Jessie's here. Hello, Mr. No Tail. She says, hello, Jessie B. How you doing? What's going on? Haven't used the switcher yet, so says Slow Molasses. Okay. I've got too many hands up already. So let's try something else. Spam many emojis in the chat if you would like to know how to have a better underwater experience in Minecraft for free at no cost without having to download anything. There's no add-ons, no resource packs. It will take effect in every single one of your worlds. It will be permanent. And there's another little trick I can show you as well, which helps you not get completely motion sick as you're going through portals. Rotated Owlface would like to know. Okay, Kenny says, only just got a PC. I was a console player until about a week ago. Night Quest Sample says, I use them both on my desktop and laptop. For some reason, my laptop version switcher doesn't work. Bear in mind, this will also work if you've got it on... I think it should work on mobile, providing the file structure is the same, which I assume it probably will be, but I can't guarantee that. But I know how to do it on Windows 10/11, which is why I'm saying about this. Many, many people spamming lots of emojis. This is good to see. This is very good to see. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you... You're so lucky. Aren't you all so lucky that you're watching my live stream today? People will be talking about this in the future going, did you see that live stream of Foxy No Tails where he told us this amazing Minecraft hack that nobody knew about it, that has literally made the game 10 million times better for me? And then, you know, it's just going to be amazing. It's going to be the best thing you've ever learned. I can see you're all on the edge of your seats. Juliana's many, many hypes. Only play on my SMP, says Rayman. Okay. Well, as you may have seen at the beginning of this live stream, I've been working on my Guardian farm. This is why I'm digging this area out here, because I want to make big space for all the stuff on the inside. And that meant putting lots and lots and lots of portals in, oh my goodness me, in underwater at the Ocean Monument, and digging out the Ocean Monument, and basically doing lots of playing underwater. And you'll know if you've watched any of my stuff how much I absolutely hate working underwater in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, mainly because the camera's so weird and it's so glitchy. So I took it upon myself to fix it. Oh my goodness me. Right, let me dig this one last layer off the top of here, and then I'll show you all the magic of how to fix it. Oh, and you're going to be so impressed. You're going to be like, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. If that's that, then that means Mojang have intentionally made it awful. And you'll be like, Foxy No Tail, you are my hero. You can be godparent to all of my children. I'll put you in my will. Please have my house. Please have all of my stuff. And, you know, thank you so much for saving us all. That's what you'll be saying. I guarantee it any minute. On the edge of my seats is Dash Nash Rooster. I think I might have overhyped it, guys. I'm not going to lie. I think I might have slightly overhyped it. You've got a gassed head on, my friend. I don't think you should have a gassed head on, but it's quite interesting. Don't believe you like working under... I don't believe you don't like working underwater, says Mitz. Don't you? Really? Oh, man. Mitz thinks I'm a liar. Mitz doesn't think what I've got to tell you is very good. Well, first of all... Right, we've done that bit now. Let's go and chuck all of that in a box somewhere. Hello, Gast! Ah! Uh-oh. Fire! No, I didn't mean you. I didn't mean shoot. That was... Oh, jeez. Wasn't an instruction. It was a... I was exclaiming... Fire! Okay! Moronic, stupid Gasts. Okay. Let's bung a load of this junk... Oh, jeez. I didn't want to put that there. That was stupid. Okay. First things first. I'm thinking this is ironic that it's coming up now when last season there was a lot of pond work. Yeah. Okay. When I go through a portal, as normal happens, your screen goes all wibbly, right? Which is incredibly annoying if you're in third person and you're trying to go through a portal and it goes all wibbly. But check this out. I'm in the portal and it's not going all wibbly. Oh man, how good was that? No wibbles. No wibbles unless I'm in first person. Now... The next thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to have to quit out of Truly Bedrock for a minute and then log back in again in order to change it back to how it should be so that I can change it back to how it was so that I can, yeah. So just give me a minute. Let me just hop over to the shore over there and we'll do that. Launch the game, birds sing, beams of light shine upon you with you reach pure nirvana, says Wraith. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Okay. Right. Right, okay. I'm just loading up the game files now. The version I'm playing on is 1.18.02.03 and I'm going into a folder. I'm getting a file and I'm going to edit that file now. I need to edit another file to get the bit that I need. There we go. Okay. I'm going to save that file. I'm not even going to close the game. You don't even have to close the game for these things to take effect. You just have to reload your world. Okay. Love the music and time lapses, Foxy. Who's the artist? It's Velvet Moon. Velvet Moon. Okay, so when you go underwater in Minecraft, do you notice how the camera sticks to the top of the water and then it goes down again? Notice that? Which is fine, but when you're in first person and you're trying to place blocks, look how my crosshair changes position. It's incredibly irritating when I'm trying to place a block there and I drop down. So let's say I'm working on my ocean monument, which I have been, and I'm bobbing around on the surface because that's where most of the stuff is, and I'm trying to place a block, and then I place it on that one. So I want to click on that one, and it always happens at the most inconvenient time. It's really, really annoying. It drives me insane. So what I did is I went, okay, I'm going to get the game files. And here's the folder for it. So this is the game files. You go into data, you go into definitions, you go into cameras, you go into camera, and then you've got first person, and third person front, which are all the cameras in the game. You go into first person, and that gives you this file here. And there's a thing in here called liquid offset. Get rid of it, save it, and then when you quit the game and you go back in again, check this out. This is amazing. There is a bit of a weird glitch, which is why I think they've added it in, but right. So now when I'm on the water, look at that. There's no weird glitch. It's just smooth. There's no glitching from the top of the water to the bottom. Now it still means that when you go into swim mode, it bobs down a bit. So in swim mode, out of swim mode. Can't stop that from happening, but at least it doesn't glitch when you're going in and out of water. The downside is now there is this tiny little bit where you're just under the water, where all of the water vanishes, and you can sort of, it's not X-ray, I guess it's like underwater X-ray, because you can see more underwater. And I think that's why they added it in the game, to get rid of that visual glitch as you bob under the water. You see that just there before the water fog kicks in? But it's so much better than that without it. The other one, to stop the portals going all wibbly wobbly timey wimey, if I go back to that file, there's something called portal, and that is in all three files, third person and third person front. If you get rid of that, that will stop the portal going wibbly wobbly when you go through it. So if you want that to be gone in first person as well, you can do, but I kind of like it in first person because it means you know you're actually going through the portal. So there we go. Top tips from Foxy Hotel. You're welcome. You're just so lucky. Hands up in the chat if you're impressed by that, or hands up in the chat. Or thumbs down in the chat if you think you was hoping it would be something a little bit more interesting or better than that. Well, I bet it was. I bet I overhyped it, didn't I? I've got a feeling I overhyped it. True Pat thought it was good. Don't even think about it, mate. It's not worth it. Oh, we got a few hands up. Oh, that's good then. Thank you. Ooh, I didn't nearly fall down there. No, not even a bit. Didn't even come close to it. I was miles away from that edge. Okay, controller, that is so annoying, says True Pat. What? Okay, controller. I don't know what you mean. I was downloading some of your resource packs yesterday and wanted your light level pack. Do you have one that works on Windows 10 instead of mobile, says Age of Terrorists? No, unfortunately not. There is... they got rid of the shader support for Windows and Xbox, and I think mobile soon as well, if not already on mobile. And that required shaders, third-party shaders, so it's not possible to do at the moment. There's like with an add-on, there's like a way of doing it kind of a bit, but it's not very good, so I'm not going to release it. If I ever come up with a way of doing it in the future, obviously I'll be sure to release it and share it with everybody, but right now I don't believe it's possible, so sorry. I just turned VFX gameplay off, says Chili on Minecraft. Yeah, I already have that turned off, Chili on Minecraft. That doesn't affect that water bobbing thing. I always have that turned off. Because, well, as much as it's nice to see your POV change when you go into sprint, because you can feel like you're going a bit faster, it's a bit jarring when you're recording videos. Do you mean the vignette, says Chili on Minecraft? What? The vignette? What vignette? How do you write your plugins? Is it in Java or something, says NGT1982? It's all done it's written in JSON, but it's a very particular format. All of the documentation is available from Microsoft directly on how to make and write resource packs and add-ons, so you can check it out. I also have a short series that I never finished on how to do it, but that should get you started, so check my YouTube channel for that if you're interested in learning how to do that. There's also software that pretty much do it all for you. I prefer to do it myself because I like to first of all, keep the code clean, so I know it's not just injecting loads of rubbish I don't need. But also, I like to be able to see exactly what I'm writing and know that exactly what's going on with the entities that I'm working with. So yeah, the software that does it all for you is great, but it's one of those things where you can end up with some weird behaviours if you're not entirely sure what's supposed to be going on with it. Gonna need me a hoe, I think. Gonna need me a hoe. Let's go get a hoe. And I need a better way in and out of here. Ooh, I made it. That was close. I shall have the silk touch one. And should bang more junk in here. In fact, I'm going to need auto clicker as well. Clusborough auto clicker. I don't know why it makes cat noises. I just think that's what noise it would make, okay? The darkness at negative Y coordinates, says Chili on Minecraft. I've got a resource pack for that if you want to get rid of that. Why does Marion keep taking our fun stuff away from us? Us equals Bedrock, says Big Dre Country. What are we talking about, Big Dre? What have they taken away from you that you're not happy about? Explain. I'm not disagreeing with you. There's a lot of stuff they take away. But I would, you've not been very specific there. And I would kind of enjoy specifics of knowing exactly what you're talking about. So I can tell you why or, the reasoning behind it. I just started learning how to make add-ons. I'm having a blast with it, says Chagras. Oh, good. I'm glad you are. I enjoy it as well. It's good fun. When are you going to finish those series, says Electric Steve? It's unlikely that unless I suddenly find myself with an abundance of time and nothing to do, it's unlikely. The reason I started that series, if I'm being totally honest, was that I wanted to have a series that I could put on one of those, I can't remember what they call them now, but there's these websites where you can go on and people can, they basically pay to be tutored. I can't remember the name of it now, but they're basically learning websites. So I wanted to have a bunch of series that people would find useful that I could post to these websites and get paid for it, basically. So that's why I was doing the series in the first place. Unfortunately, they take a long time to do because there's a lot of time goes into actually producing the stuff we're going to talk about and then structuring how I'm going to talk about it and then just editing those as well is a bit of a nightmare. Oh dear. And I just keep going, oh no, keep finding myself running out of time. So I would like to do it and I think it would be useful to do it and I know loads of people would enjoy it and find it useful, but it's not high enough priority in my content creating list, sadly. Does that include things like your armor stand pack? Amazing if you can do that with just Jason. Yes, it does. Absolutely everything I've done is all in Jason. Work, call, and I missed what Foxy said Follymath. Oh, man, you have to rewind or watch the VOD. Okay, Kenny says, I've got Java downloaded to my computer and can access the files easy enough. However, I play Bedrock through Xbox Game Pass and I'm not able to add add-ons or access files. You can still add add-ons when you're using it through Game Pass. You absolutely 100% can. Non-existing said, only just joined. What's the plan for the stream? Non-existing, I am currently hiding from piglins, but the main goal of the stream is to prep an area that I'm going to be using for the nether side of my guardian farm. There's the portal that all the guardians are going to come through, and I need to make all of this area a nice big empty space. And I don't think we're going to have time in this stream, but at some point decorate it, add the drop chute, add a storage system. I've got an potion brewing system that's going to be going in there. So yeah, we're just prepping the space at the moment. One of the reasons I want to make a big space, not necessarily need a big space, but I want to make it so no one else on TV puts a portal too near and ends up linking with the guardian farm and going through and ended up in a bunch of lava or anything. So be nice if these guys didn't keep turning up. You need a realm though if you're on console, says Chili on Minecraft. The way we can use light level thing is the furnace god. There was another one, but I can't remember, says Big Dre. Ah, okay. So yeah, shaders they took away. I'm really sad about that. They created an entire new graphical engine for the game, which has optimized a lot of things. It's made the game run more smoothly. It's obviously probably, well, I'm assuming it's made developing things like that easier at their end. So there's reasons for it. But yeah, that was annoying that they've just not even thought about what we're going to end up missing out from on that. So yeah, that I would agree with you. That's not a very good thing. Cheaty furnaces, well, it was a bug at the end of the day. We were abusing a bug. That was bound to go at some point. There's a lot of reasons why we need a better source of XP on Bedrock Edition. I totally agree with you. And yes, I think they should have focused on integrating a new thing in before taking out something that we're all relying on. But at the end of the day, we were playing the game in a way that made XP completely useless and completely pointless. So it was completely unbalanced in the game. And if people are playing an unbalanced game, it becomes very much eventually like modded, where you just get bored. Because if you take the grind out of a game, like Minecraft, that's a survival game, it becomes very easy. It becomes almost a bit creative modey. And then eventually you're just going to get bored and you're going to lose interest. And the last thing they want is any reason why people might lose interest in the game from things like that. So bugs like that are always, when it imbalances the game, when it breaks the game to such an extent, and they're so popular and so many people are using those bugs, that becomes a massive priority. So I get it. Again, very frustrating, but they had to do that. Where are we up to? What else did you say? Can't remember. I can't find it. Sorry. Sally Salt says, speaking of bugs and glitches and things that Mojang takes away, they took away 50 of my villages yesterday when the new update came in. Is there a resource packs to fix that despawning? Sadly not, Sally Salt. Despawning's been a big problem with Minecraft Bedrock Edition since its inception. Probably not going to be fixed for a long time. Java Edition also suffers from it as well, but not to the same extent. But yeah, it's a bug on both Java Edition and Bedrock Edition, is that if an entity is on a chunk border, and this isn't a bug that you've encountered, but this is a bug that generally gets your entities on Bedrock. If the entity is across chunk borders and the game goes to save those chunks, or the player goes away from those chunks and the game needs to save those chunks, it can't determine which chunk it's going to go in, so it just deletes the entity, or it doesn't save it in either. Which is, you'd think that would be an easy fix, but it's clearly not, because the developers haven't been able to find a way from it. And I'm sure they know how frustrating it is themselves. Like I say, that one existed on Java Edition, or I think it still does, for a long time as well. The one you've found, though, is just when you update the game, sometimes chunks get corrupted. Now, this is actually a conversation I need to have with Nodecraft, who we run our servers with. If you're running your world on a server, most servers like Nodecraft don't save the game properly, or Minecraft properly, because the people that work there assume it works the same way as Java Edition, which on Java Edition you can just take a copy of the world files at any point and that saved it. On Bedrock Edition it doesn't work like that. The database is completely different. So if you try and save the world or take a backup of it while the world is running without running some commands in the chat first, then you end up with a corrupted backup. And time after time after time I've seen people going, hey, your prune tool doesn't work. I've tried to run it on this world that I've taken a backup of my server, and I have to say open the world in Minecraft first before I can do that. And the reason they're having to open the world in Minecraft first is because when you open a corrupt database in Minecraft, there's often a chance it will try and fix that database, and it fixes it by reorganizing the data that it can find and basically getting rid of the data that it can't find. So if the chunks were being saved or worked on or shuffled around whilst the game was being, or backup was being taken, there's a very strong chance that those chunks will be missing after the world has been rebuilt. So that could have happened when you updated, if it was using a backup from the update to sort of put your world files back in. They could have just been chunks that were slightly corrupt, and therefore your villages disappeared. So yeah, only ever back up your server, your Minecraft server, Bedrock Edition, when the server is stopped. Stop your server, restart your server, and while it's restarted, take your backup, then start it up again. That's the only way to take a non-corrupted backup. Iraft says, I play on Switch sometimes, so I add your add-ons to PC, upload it to my realm, then I can be lazy and lay in bed and play it on Switch. It's nice. Thank you for all your hard work. You're welcome. It's a bit of a shame that you've got to pay for an extra service from Minecraft, or from Microsoft, or Mojang even, to be able to use my add-ons, but, you know, that's at least you're able to, so that is a solution. And realms aren't particularly expensive, but it's a little bit frustrating. I'm glad you enjoyed them enough to go find that workaround. Slow Molasses says, has anyone seen the new Furnace XP? Oh, yeah, we're not talking about that, Slow Molasses. No. New Furnace XP glitch is banned. We did talk about it earlier in the stream. If you wanna see my thoughts on that, then feel free to watch the VOD after we've finished. Wraith says, as long as they don't take away light through transparent blocks, I'm good. Well, they did that in Java. And to be honest with you, that's a feature of Bedrock that has been probably my favourite, you know, thing that we haven't had parity of forever. I love the fact that we can have underfloor lighting and things like that. However, now that the light levels thing is what it is, I've found myself avoiding that altogether. And because I use RTX a bit as well, and that doesn't work with RTX, I'm finding myself doing less and less hidden lighting and more just making use of dark and light and enjoying the game that way. So for me personally, I wouldn't be too upset or bothered if that disappeared overnight. That'd be a fine fix for me. I've gotten used to cheaty villagers for XP, says Chewbacca. Cheaty villagers for XP? How do you use villagers for cheaty XP? I know you can use villagers to get XP, but it's not cheaty, is it? Sully Salt says, when I found about the furnace thing, I figured I would just be getting bottles of enchanting from villagers, but then I discovered that my entire village respond when the update came. What? I'm very lost. Why don't you have a totem in your offhand, says hey. I don't think I need one. I don't like having anything in my offhand. I find it a distraction on the screen. I don't actually have any totems this season. I've not had a raid. I've not been to a woodland mansion. I don't have a raid farm. And I just don't use them. It's like shields. I'm not really that bothered. I don't use shields because I don't like them in my offhand, and I don't find that I'm that... I do get near death quite a bit, but I don't die that often anymore. You should have had a totem if you're offhand. I'm going to die now that I said all these things, haven't I? But yeah, I don't know. I don't mind dying. Dying's not a problem for me. I don't like it when I lose all my stuff in lava. That's a bit annoying. But dying's not a big problem. I know a lot of people get rid. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. It's only a game. You respawn. Just go and get your stuff again. It's fine. It's not a problem for me. Big Dre Country says, yes, I do agree with you on that, Foxy, but they keep talking about parity between BE and Java and then take our easy way of getting XP, fixing our tools and armor, but they don't give us an easy way to fix our stuff like in Java. ID, they can hold stuff. Yeah, I completely agree with you. If you want more info on that or more thoughts on that from me and Jesse and Slack, I don't know if you've already listened to last week's podcast, but me and Jesse talked about it a lot on that, on the Minecraft Update podcast, and we talk about it a little bit again this week. I agree. I do agree. I think the problem there is that they are trying to put parity into Bedrock as a priority now, but they're not 100% aware of what we're missing. They're not doing it from a player's point of view. They're doing it probably from a developer's point of view. And the developers, I know this sounds daft and you'll think, well, they're stupid then because it's their jobs, but they won't know the game inside out. They won't know it back to front. Most of them have probably never played it to the depths that we have as you know, very, very... I can't think of the word. Players that are very passionate about it and play it all the time and watch YouTube videos on it all day long and you know, are here in live stream, was watching YouTube streamers streaming on it. You're going to be a lot more in the know of what is and isn't in the game than the actual developers, not all of them, than a lot of the developers working on it. So chances are they just don't know that it's missing the things that it needs for that. So they're going, oh yeah, let's bring everybody keeps whinging us about parity. Let's bring parity to the versions, and they're just ticking off the wrong boxes first, I think. So it will come eventually. They are working heavily on parity now. Parity is really important to them. So all of these things, I think, will come. It's just what order we get them in. But the good thing is, you know, at the end of the day, it's a journey. It's interesting, isn't it? We've got things to talk about. The entire reason I like Bedrock Edition more than Java Edition is because it's different and unusual, and there's always something else to work out. So we got stories to tell, you know, with this. Oh, do you remember when that? And with this was bad, and it's, you know, the fact that it's hard work makes it more fun for me, I guess. So yeah. Try not to stress too much about it. What else we got? I think you misunderstand. I used to play on PlayStation. Now I have a PC, so I play on there. I have Xbox Games Pass for PC. Let me play on Bedrock until I'm able to buy. Well, I'm very confused. Polymath says deaths and losing the stuff is part of the game, but then you could argue so are totems of undying. But yeah, my thoughts exactly there. I agree with you, Polymath. First time chat from viewer. Storm again says, and most devs probably play Java. Yeah, you might be right there. Brett T. Mackin says, it's some parity talk on this week's pod, much less than your normal hour plus lol. I don't know. It's hard to say. I've edited it, so I should know, but, you know, it's we talk about a lot of things on the podcast. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. I can't give you percentages. Most of it this week is actually feedback, but there's some really interesting stuff in the feedback which provoked a lot of interesting conversation. So there's obviously a lot of news as well, because there was a lot of news in Minecraft this week and new betas and previews and all that sort of stuff. So we've got a lot to talk about, but I think the majority section this week, believe it or not, is the feedback section, which might say, oh, that's boring, it's just about feedback, but there's some really interesting stuff we go over in there, so it's definitely worth listening to. Is that zombie piglin had a ghast head on? Says Arcade Kenny. Yeah, I don't know. One of the members must have done that. I can't. Well, maybe it did just find one and pick it up and put it on itself, I guess. But yeah. And it'll never despawn. Girliest Mammy says, hi. Girliest Mammy. Girliest Mammy. My goodness, you actually do exist. I was starting to wonder if you were a bot account. And I don't mean that in any nasty way at all, but you always put a little heart on all of my videos in the comments, which is lovely, but there are a lot of bot accounts that do very similar things, and I was speaking to someone quite a long time ago, and they were like, oh yeah, there's that person in your comments, there's a spam bot in your comments that does all of this. I'm like, no, I don't think they're a spam, right? I'm pretty sure that's a person. They're like, no, it's definitely a spam bot. Like, well, why would they leave a heart on all of my videos if it's a spam bot? Oh, it's just a thing. So I'm so glad that you're here to prove me right once and for all that you are a real person and you're not just spam bot leaving spam. Unless you are a spam bot, then you've evolved some sort of sentience to be able to get into my live streams as well. Jeez. Wraith says, remember when everything in your storage area would get deleted by the chest bug? Good times there. Yeah, exactly. Jeez, we've had it interesting on Bedrock, haven't we? We've had some very, very interesting updates and bugs. But it's getting better. It's getting so much better. We got the preview now, which is going to make bug reporting so much better. We've got new parity features. We confirmed more developers are now working on Bedrock Edition as well. So they got extra support to actually get these things in and the game fixed. And that came from Inside Mojang the other day through a little birdie that told me, and Slack and a few other people. So yeah, it's all Bedrock. Just watch this space. The next couple of years of Bedrock Edition are going to be very interesting. That's if we can still stomach it, because they just haven't filled their entire screen with marketplace adverts and content. Assuming they haven't done that, we'll have a great time. Nathan says, oh no, it's gone. Chili Minecraft says, I prefer Bedrock because Trident Killer's much more fair for mobile players on survival as well. Easy to AFK farms, however Java has advantages too. Both are great. Rotated Alpha says, does this week's podcast start with 20 minutes of Pokemon again? There is a very, very small amount of me just explaining that I finished Pokemon and just backtracking on a few of the things I said last week. As it turns out, I actually really enjoyed it. The story was awful. The writing was terrible. There was a lot of things wrong with the game. There's a lot of things that, you know, it should have been a lot more modern with in terms of how it works and the level of stuff in it. But I absolutely loved it. I have loved every minute of it. Not interested remotely in filling out the Pokedex. Couldn't be less interested in doing that. But I completed the story and I enjoyed every minute of doing so. And I will probably be, on occasion, when I'm a bit bored, just picking it up, catching a few more Pokemon, doing a bit of this, doing a bit of that. Because it is a thoroughly enjoyable experience. Even though I didn't like it. Will you stop? Will you stop? Will you clear off? Jeez. NGT says, did you ever figure out the bug from last season where blocks randomly disappeared from your base? Or was that storyline? No, it wasn't storyline. It was absolutely true. I haven't figured it out. But what I did find, there was a bug report or a bug fix the other day to say that cocoa beans that were on chunk borders were disappearing. And that, I think, was probably why my cocoa beans disappeared. But the other blocks, I have no idea. I'm assuming it's because we had experiments on the world, potentially. I don't know. It was really weird. Really, really weird, that one. Made it into storyline. I think it's really fun to take the bugs that we get in Minecraft Bedrock Edition and turn them into storyline, because it makes for some really interesting story stuff, and it also makes it really believable because you guys are experiencing it as well. So, although I don't think many other people experienced my weird, you know, block going missing bug. I'm sure someone was trolling me. Hi Foxy, me and some friends want to start a server and have some add-ons, but we still want to be able to earn achievements. How do you have experimental packs? Thought you can't have them on servers. You can have experimental on everything now. Servers, realms, absolutely everything you can turn experimental on. You can't get achievements. Shouldn't be able to get achievements with experiments turned on. I'm not going to go into how to get achievements with packs on because it's cheating. I have mentioned it before. I'm not going to do it again. You know, it's not supposed to be done. We didn't turn them on on purpose. It's not something we specifically chose to do on Truly Bedrock. I never went, oh yes, let's put these packs on and enable achievements. It was just a byproduct of how I created the world this season that made that possible. It wasn't done on purpose, and I wouldn't choose to do it. I would always say, if you're playing with add-ons or experimental mode, then you shouldn't be getting achievements. There is no need to get achievements in every world you play on. If you want to use add-ons and stuff, that's great. If you want to get achievements, that's great. Get your achievements in any world. Just start a world to get achievements. Start your achievements world. It's all joined and combined on Bedrock, so you don't need to do it in the world that your SMP is on. And if your SMP is an achievement-specific world, then don't use add-ons on it. Simple as that, really. Ah! I'm eating and drinking tea and you're hitting me! Ah! I need a totem! Quick! And there's a lot of lag. There's an awful lot of... But now I'm on fire! Quick! Get as close back to there as possible. Don't die. Oh, jeez. Why? Where's my hole? Why is there so much lag? Probably all the netherrack that I've spilt everywhere. Right, let's go fix my pickaxe. Jeez. Recuperate a little bit of energy, and then we'll come back. Be nice if well, actually, I was going to say it'd be nice if items despawned when you went out of range, but no, it wouldn't, because if you drop like loads of really good stuff on the floor, oh, that'd be sad. Anti-Dizzy, Foxy Smash, the Nether. Hello, yes, it's me, the Hulk of Minecraft. Did you decide on the beta server thing, says Chili on Minecraft? It's not my decision to make, and I haven't spoken to anyone about it because I need to investigate with Minecraft preview, but I'm hoping that will become a thing. I really, really want that to become a thing. Girliest Mummy says, I put the heart as a way of an extra like. I know comments help with the algorithm. I really, really appreciate that, Girliest Mummy, and you never cease to not do it, so thank you so much. I really, really genuinely do appreciate it. Please don't stop. It means a lot to me when I see that little thing, even though in the back of my mind I was always like, It's a spam bot because someone told me it was, but now I know it's not. It means even more to me. Pranzu says, I'm a big pro. Completed 70% of all the achievements. No way. Oh, that's way more than me. Oh, no, I got 95%. I'm even bigger pro. Oh, but they kicked me out for being too pro. Maiden. I have to join a new SMP now. It is very lovely, says Jessie B. It is, isn't it? I just find if I don't put on a behaviour pack, achievements work, says True Pat. Hey there, how are you feeling, says Big Dre to Jessie. How are you feeling, Jessie? Tell Big Dre, they need to know. Why am I not in the middle? I don't feel like I'm in the middle today. I'm a bit ski whiff. Skew whiff. Yeah, ski whiff, that's what I said. Skew whiff. Ski whiff, that's what I said. Jeez. Stornkin says, afternoon, everyone. Oh, jeez. Right, while we're waiting to get into the server, I want you all to do me a big favour. I want you to get ready in the chat. Don't do it. Oh, jeez, 10 push-ups. Thank you very much, okay, Kenny. Don't do it yet, right? Get ready in the chat with your favourite emoji. And when I say go, I want everybody to do it all at the same time. And then I'll do 10 push-ups and 10 sit-ups and no doubt 10 squats in a minute. Thank you, okay. Kenny, very tired, can't seem to get enough rest, says Jesse. Can't imagine why. Probably because you spend 10 hours a week mining, Jesse B. Jersey D says, can you advise if focus has ever been put on an AFK spot? How many farms can be activated from an AFK spot? As few as possible because you don't want to lag out your world. There we go. 10 sit-ups. Do 1 sit-up. Foxy, I'm always late, it seems, says Mandalays. Yes, Mandalays. You need to have a word with your watch. Right, are you ready? Are you all ready with your emoji? Get ready to type it in 3, 2, 1, go! Ski whiff sounds like it's along the same lines as Pizzled. Wow, we got some Foxy hands up. We got some Foxy Rage. Got some Jesse B's. Sad ones. Oh, lots of emojis. Amazing. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to do my exercises then. Thanks, guys. Oh, and 10 squats. There we go. Great. And Will Sneakland with 10... No, not 10. 100 bits. Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much. Press ups first. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, jeez. Don't worry. Don't have to wake up. You're all right. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep, little lady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I see that extra push up there. All right, I'll do another one. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Too easy. Too easy. Alright, okay. Next game, and then we'll log back in. We've done emojis. So now, what I want everybody to do is think of a word, a nice clean word, please, just a word. And then when I say 3, 2, 1, go, we're all going to put that word in, and then I'm going to read it as if it's a sentence, okay? So make sure we've got some just verbs, adverbs, nouns, that sort of thing, and we'll see if we can make a sentence out of it. Okay, you ready? You ready with your word? In 3. Oh my goodness. In 2. In 1. Go! Pranzu says, fantastic fit, Mr. Fit, handsome and amazing Foxy. Wow, okay. Lollygag, jumping, keep, G's running splendid, supporting that, sandwiches, clean, skipped, angry. Moist, epic, miasma, cat, chicken, stressed, confuddles, crunched, Reese's, help, lol, helper, bump, Smile babbling, walking care, chili kitters delivered, pricked dog. Sausages. I don't think we haven't got any joining words. There's no ands or eyes or this or that. But I think we should probably. Oh, we got one that from Welsh Sit. Oh. I have no idea what would make a sentence from all of those. If anybody can think of a fairy, thank you very much from Gillius Mammy and Mandalays with R. If anyone thinks they can come up with a sentence from that mess of words, then please try. Cute from Great Days. Sparkler from Stormageddon. Amazing. Absolutely fantastic. And thank you very much, Longhorn Gamer, for the party. Everybody loves a party. But not as much as I love destroying the Nether one block at a time. It's my favourite thing to do on a Thursday evening, surrounded by my favourite live stream peeps. Diamond Fairy with Diamond. Wow. Not predictable at all there, Diamond Fairy. I'm surprised. I thought you'd have said something like, I don't know, Emerald or Gold Nugget. Chili on Minecraft says to be expected from any chat with a sweat smiles face. I don't know what that means, but okay. If you say so. Thank you very much for the goat scream. It's a sheep scream. No, it's quite clearly a goat. It's just got the wrong name. Thank you, Athena V, for that. Appreciate it. It's always nice to have a goat screaming in my ears when I'm playing Minecraft. It's actually surprisingly refreshing. I've never found, or not that I've looked to be fair, but I've never found a screaming goat on Survival Bedrock. I'd love to do that. I would love to have a little army of screaming goats and just go and hide them in people's bases. That would be amazing. It would be absolutely amazing. Thank you for the gas noise, Stonkin. And Hookie 9000 redeemed deep. There you go. For some reason, I really like that sound, says Lena V. I do. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because it should be one of those sounds that's just horrendously irritating, but it's not. There's something homely about a goat screaming in your ear hole. Maybe it was all those years living in the countryside. I don't know. It almost reminds me of the bit on the... Is it the Phantom Menace or the next one where R2-D2's on the ship and he goes sliding down, like... Screaming. The R2-D2 scream. No Gast. Boop. Chili on Minecraft says, pricked, stress, cat, crunch, chicken, sausages, maybe. There we go. Amazing. Good sentence. Will Stickland cheered 1,000 bits? Oh my goodness. Whoa, you are now joint first place with GM, followed closely, one of those words, by Carol. Jay's leaderboard is hotting up. This is good news. This is good news for me. You should try and beat each other on the leaderboard. No benefit to me at all, of course. Revenge of the Sith, says Stonkin. That's the one. It is just like that, says Athena V. There we go. I knew it. Well, Stickland is going in the lead with 101. Nice. Now has 1,201. Puts you firmly in first place. Well done, Will Stickland. Round of applause on me. If I had the ability to press that button and give you a round of applause in the chat, I would. But unfortunately, I don't. So just imagine that you have had that, okay? You can bury them under people's bases and annoy them, says Stop again. Exactly. Exactly. Or just have them in, like, minecarts that go round the server. And then... Obviously, those minecarts are only going to be loaded at certain times, so it'll be completely random when someone's passing by, and there's just this weird, like, screaming noise coming from somewhere. Obviously, this minecart track would be underground where no one could see it, and I just think that would be wildly entertaining. Obviously, they'd all end up despawning on chunk borders, which would ruin my day, but, you know, the idea is there. It's just actually making it work on Bedrock Edition could be tricky. If you could detect where chunk borders were with rails and get them to just, like, stop and wait, that'd be useful. You had to say it, says Will Stickland. Sorry about that. Sorry. Too bad no one has chicken in the food wars. They could get a bunch of eggs and food at other bases with chickens lag safe, of course. Well, I'm not allowed to do chicken because obviously my best friend is Big Chicken, and I don't think he'd be overly happy if I started doing a chicken food war. I don't think that'd be very good at all. And considering him and his family completely saved my bacon at the end of Truly Bedrock Season 3, I kind of probably shouldn't push him too much with that one. I wouldn't be around if it wasn't for him. I'd still be stuck in Chuck City, being cloned and worked on by those nasty people. So yeah, I'm not going to start a chicken war. Maybe I could retexture it and call it something else. Turkey. It's turkey. Change the language file. He'll never know. He'll never know.
What is going on here? Somebody has just subscribed for 8 months in a row. Let me just check this. Yes, it is true. Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Bob Reen 73. I'm doing it, stream ladies. Stop talking over me. Jeez. Subscribe for 8 months with Amazon Prime. Amazing. Thank you very much, Bob Reen. Foxy, what's your full name? Forgot, says Pranzu. What, my full real life name? You've forgotten? Oh man, let me tell you. Do you want my age and national insurance number as well? With the last 3 digits on the back of my credit card? It's not a problem. You'll find them at my full address. Here's my postcode. Duck season. Duck, yes. Yes, duck's a good idea. Ow. Someone else can do rabbit season. Yeah, rabbit's hard on Minecraft. Rabbit's not worth the effort, is it? Let's be honest. Oh my love. Oh my, love your sense of humour and sarcasm. Makes me smile every time, says Sparrow. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you enjoy the sarcasm. No duck season, says Duck is spooky. Yeah, just a little bit Duck is spooky. It's okay, don't worry. Just a small bit of duck season. Just a 10,000 or so ducks. Do your in real life friends call you Foxy too? Says you're assuming that I have in real life friends. One should probably not assume too much. No, they don't. They don't at all. I've never had like a gaming friends like locally. I've never gone round to game with my friends or anything like that. So we've never had usernames or online names that we call each other. So no, nobody knows me. My family obviously know that's what I'm known as on the internet now, and they'll often joke and call me it, but they're not like in any sensible way. They would never refer to me as that. So no. Well, then it's only fair for open fox season. No! Why would you do that? Foxes are nice. Actually, I quite like ducks. Ducks are very nice as well. To be honest with you, all animals, in real life, I love. I think they're brilliant. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not a vegan, but I hate the thought of animal cruelty. Absolutely hate it. So, yeah. Like Neo in the Matrix. Like, what about him? Because he ain't got any friends neither. Your full in-game name, says Pranzu. You don't know my full end-game name. You're watching a live stream. Is it not written on there? It's of course Foxy No Tail. Slightly concerned at that one. Did you just want me to say Foxy No Tail? Have you're going to record me saying that word in the hopes that there is some sort of voice-activated like safe system that you've found, that if you can get that and scan my retina from my live stream webcam, that you'll somehow have access to all of my secrets? It's not going to happen. Don't you be trying to voice profile me. This ain't Mission Impossible. No, it was something hilarious. What? Foxy, you might have more in real life friends if you would quit putting crocodiles in your moat. This is Lawful Meteor. Well, it's you've got to keep out the riffraff, Lawful. If people are too stupid to not get eaten by crocodiles, I don't want to be friends with them. You know? I only want to be friends with people that can figure out how to go over the bridge. If people are just willingly jumping into that moat and trying to swim across rather than going on the bridge, they deserve to get eaten by the crocodiles. I'm just going to put that out there. It gets rid of the idiots, basically. unfortunately, those are the only people that seem to come and visit me. So, yeah. Everybody been eaten by the crocodiles. Foxy, you... Oh, I've read that one. Sneakers did it first. What? Neo is his hacker name, but his real name is Anderson, I think. Others call him Neo. Do they? It's Mr. Anderson, actually. Yeah. I know Matrix. I was just winding you up. Thomas Anderson is Neo's name. It's the slow-ass molasses. Or TA for short. As his friends called him. Alright, TA. Oh, I'm called Neo. No, you're not. That's a stupid name. You're called TA. Thing is about nicknames. Nobody gets to pick their own nickname. You pick your online name. And some people choose names that are... I just think, how are you arrogant enough to call yourself that, you know? And other people like me just pick silly things because they don't dare call themselves Minecraft God 69, you know. But in real life, you don't pick your nickname. Your nickname picks you. You get your nickname ends up as something stupid you've done at school by mistake, or somebody called you by accident and it sticks. Fortunately for me, I'm quite glad I never ended up with a nickname that stuck or that I knew about. One of those two things. So there you go. With recording words forgetting someone's password was done in Sneakers a while ago. Or was it? Oh, Sneakers. Yeah, that was the one with... oh, jeez. I can't remember his name now. That's years... I used to love that film. I don't know how I got that, but it was like a second-hand video that somebody gave me at one point, and I watched it. I thought, this is brilliant. That was a great film. Robert Redford. That's the guy I'm thinking of. He was quite young in that. It's probably where that sort of like idea subconsciously just came to me then. Redford Aykroyd. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd was in it. That's right. That's right. That's a good film, that was. My family nicknamed me Demander. May have been a demanding child, says Mandalays. I always call Oliver Peninda, as in Peninda butt. Pain in the butt, you get it? Yeah. Stop trying to shoot me, Gast. I'm busy. Not playtime. I'm doing serious works. Very important. Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those. It's annoying. We're nearly through this big old chunk. And then we can start on the next big old chunk. Oh, it's good fun smashing the nether to bits. I probably didn't need to do all of this smashing to bits, to be perfectly honest with you. But I think it's helpful, as it'll help us create an area that's safe. Gonna have to do a lot of mob spawning though, with all of these piglins and ghasts and hoglins kicking about. Sally Salt says, my name started at work. I just got a new thumbprint scanner time clock. I was totally thinking Spy Hacker movie when I saw it this morning. Amazing. Vandalay says, I feel like many of you who see me are often may make that nickname stick here too. Really? You didn't die? There you go. Now you're dead. You're welcome. Try to read chat, Hoglin. My friends have a hard time pronouncing my name, and that was if someone calls me with strange name, it feels normal. Auntie Dizzy is cheered 200 bits. Amazing, Auntie Dizzy. Thank you very, very much. Owner of Dragons says, howdy, Foxy. Howdy, Owner of Dragons. How you doing? What's happening, bro? Don't call me bro. Oh, jeez. I'm just trying to be friendly. But it's not very... I don't like it. All right. What about bruh? Dude? No, none of those things. Oh, jeez. I won't ever do it again. How's the current getting caught up going? So it's actually going really well. Since Tuesday, I've properly cracked on. I've got loads of stuff done. I am, dare I say it, actually almost ahead at this point, which is fantastic, which means I'm not only not going to be behind with videos, I might actually have enough to do the amount that I wanted to do in the first place. I'm still obviously going to be missing out on my live streams. I'm going to be missing out on the podcast for a couple of weeks as well, which is a bit of a shame. But at least my videos hopefully won't be lacking. Bruh, says Jesse. Why does chat sound like Mr. Bill? Who's Mr. Bill? Sally Salt. Who's Mr. Bill? Kara Red says, my real initials are the same letter, so I get called that letter or double initial. My real initials are the same letter as well. Foxy, have you watched Attack on Titan? That's anime, isn't it? And if it is, the answer's no. I don't really like anime. I'm sorry. I've seen a few anime things, but it doesn't interest me at all. I don't like the animation style. I don't like the... I mean, some of the art's nice. I mean, you appreciate it as artwork, but I don't think it translates well to moving pictures. I don't like it. See you around. Hope you have a good rest of the stream, says Chili on Minecraft. See you later, bud. You too. See you later. Sally Salt says, Mr. Bill was a doll character on TV that had the same voice you used to talk as chat. Really? I've never heard of it. Is that a British thing? American thing? I don't know where you're from, Sally Salt, so I don't know what reference you got there. Right, peeps. I need more questions, please. I have got to that time of the stream where my brain has fallen asleep. This is bad news. In order to keep this stream going and to try and keep you entertained, I must respond. I must become a responder rather than a thinker. So, get your questions lined up, get them ready. Let's come up with some interesting topics and things to rant about, talk about and discuss. Okay? Go. Pancakes or waffles, says Beardy Broover. I'm assuming you're talking about American waffles as opposed to potato waffles. In which case, it's got to be pancakes. I love pancakes. Pancakes you can eat in so many ways. Roll them up, put so many different toppings, and oh yeah, pancakes every day. Yeah, sorry. Favorite movie? Oh jeez, don't have favorites. I'm sorry. That sounded really abrupt and short. I really struggle with favourite questions a lot of the time because I don't know if it's just bad memory or what, but I tend to enjoy things when I'm in the mood for them and when I've watched them. And someone will often go to me, oh, do you remember that? And that was amazing, wasn't it? And I go, oh, yeah, that was fantastic. That's probably the best thing. But like, just off the top of my head, I can't remember. I don't think of things like that. So I could list off a whole bunch of movies, but they wouldn't be my favourite. The favourite would probably be one of the ones I've seen most recently because it's the one that comes to mind. So I'm sorry, but I really struggle with favourite questions, so I can't answer that. Favourite questions completely lost on me. Singers, some clever renditions of Down by the Bay. I don't know Down by the Bay. I'm sorry. I can't sing you a clever rendition of that because I don't know it. They make potato waffles. I had potato pancakes called lat cakes. Yes. So Sally Salt, you are American. In which case, Mr. Bill would have been completely lost on me. Yeah. Waffles in the UK. Although we do have American style waffles now. It wasn't a thing till I don't know. Well, quite a while ago, but it was a long enough time ago that our waffles are basically potato-based food. They're like fries, but in a weird shape. Me golden carrots has run out. I've got loads more at home. I don't want to go home. I'm busy. I'm too busy to go out. Oh, I'm going to have to go home. Back in a moment. How do you like your eggs, says Wellish Sit. I like my eggs fried normally, but I actually like all different types of egg. I don't think there's a type of egg that I don't like. I like fried, scrambled, poached, boiled, oven roasted, thrown at people. Just, you know, the standard. Smothered all over the floor because you dropped it out of the fridge. You name it, I like it. I'm not picky when it comes to eggs. Where I put my golden carrots? Scones or puff pastry, says Pranzu. Why does that have to be an or? Because they're not even close to being similar to each other. They're different. They're completely different from each other. I don't... I like both of those things. I don't want to pick. But I've got like a full shulker of golden carrots. I literally bought... Where have I left that? Where have I left that? I wonder if I left it over at the Guardian Farm. It shouldn't be at the Guardian Farm. Ah, no, it's there. Just I'm blind. That's all it is. That's all it is, peeps. Don't worry. Panic over. Just me and the old eyesight again. Morning person or night owl, says Stonkin. I can be either. I like getting up in the morning. Although I hate getting out of bed. I do enjoy mornings more than evenings. I like to go out and see the morning and the sunrise and walk the dog. I think the morning's a much better time of day. But at the same time, I can really get into a habit if I haven't done it for years, but I know I can, of getting up late and yeah, and just working into the evening. But I haven't done that in so long. I can't remember the last time I had like a full-on lie-in. Who's the best Batman actor, says Sally Salt. Oh, that is a tricky one. I haven't seen the old Batmans in ages. I haven't seen them in so long. I don't know. I can't answer that one. What do you think is the best Batman actor? I haven't seen Robert Pattinson's yet. I didn't mind Ben Affleck's Batman. I thought it was a lot more moody and dark Batman than what we used to see him, but I think that was kind of the point. I don't know. Don't know on that one. Tricky one. Too hard. Big Chicken is crying at the cruelty to the eggs, says Mandalays. I don't think so. I don't think he's pressured about eggs. Eggs is only, you know, only need to be precious about eggs if they're fertilized eggs. Not all... I had this conversation with someone the other day. Somebody older than me spent all their lives eating eggs and then suddenly found it amazing when I informed them that not all eggs will grow into chicks. Most eggs, 99% of eggs, are completely unfertilized and are just useless. They're just droppings of a chicken or a duck or whatever happened to drop them. Like, no, really? Like, yeah. So, you know, I think a lot of people, or maybe not a lot of people, but some people do still think that, you know, all eggs is, if we're eating what, potentially babies. We're not at all. It's just just the bits that don't have the good bits in. You are all keeping me company while the Hubs has an apt hospital. They don't let family come in and wait anymore, says Rocking to Robin. Oh, that's a shame. I hope he's all right. I hope you're all right. I hope it's nothing major or nothing too stressful. Why a lot of people in India don't eat eggs, said Pranzu. That's why a lot of eat... What? Because they're... What? Have you ever eaten balut, the duck egg that is half developed? No, Sally Salt, and I would never. That's... No, absolutely not. Not in a million years. I think things like that's gross. Sorry. I don't even want to think about that. Let's move on from that. If you could change one thing in Minecraft, what would it be? Being on fire right now is what I'd change. I don't know. I get that's a little bit like a favourite question. Unless something's really bothering you, it's hard to remember what's bothering you. I don't know. What would I change? What, on Bedrock specifically, or just as in Minecraft as a whole? Can it be just something that annoys me on Bedrock, or does it have to be like a game mechanic or a mob or an entity or something like that? Give me some parameters. Bedrocks as well as set. Biomes is Great Days. What biome would I change? I'm very confused now. I'm getting too many things. Michael Keaton Batman says Mitz. Michael Keaton was a good Batman. Yeah, I'll give you that one. I haven't seen them ones in ages though. I've been meaning to watch the old Batmans again, so like watch them with Jack and get him caught up on all that. But it's finding the time. What I would change about Bedrock specifically is it's not a mechanic or a mob or anything like that or an entity, but the fact that I find it so difficult, and I talk about this in this week's podcast as well, find it so difficult just trying to get in a game with my kids at the same time. I don't know why, but it always seems to take at least an hour. There's problems, one of us can't join, or there'll be an error or a bug, or one of us can't get signed into Xbox Live, or if we can get signed into Xbox Live, it will tell Xbox Live, it will tell us there's an error with an account and you need parental permission, even though they're all adult accounts. There's always something that means it's stressful and time consuming and just problematic trying to join into each other's world. And bearing in mind we're doing it all over LAN, it's so frustrating and it just annoys me so much. So I would I would get rid of Xbox completely. Because it doesn't work. Xbox Live is awful. It clearly doesn't work for Minecraft. And I would find a system that just meant your game was hosted and anyone else could log into it, whether or not it was Xbox Live or not, and just make it easy for people to join each other's game like it is on Java Edition. If you open a game on Java Edition to LAN, anyone can join it, unless you can whitelist it still, I think, or you can, or no, I think anyone on the LAN can just join it. I can't remember if you can whitelist it or not, but I mean, that's what you want at the end of the day. If you're over LAN, you just want anyone on your LAN network to be able to join it. And it just really annoys me that Microsoft have all of these issues. And the same thing, I would just get rid of Xbox Live altogether with Bedrock as well, because there's nothing more annoying, like when I'm trying to make videos with different characters and stuff, having to log in and out of Xbox. Logging in and out of Xbox Live on PC is awful. It takes ages. Before you had to do it in the Microsoft Console Companion app. Now you can do it in the Xbox app. But it still takes forever. It's the longest sign-in process that I've ever known. It's like being on dial-up internet. You put in your credentials, and then a few minutes later, it's like, there you go. But what annoys me more than that is when you go to sign out of your account. Let's say, okay, I'm logged in as Foxy No-Tail. I want to log in as Big Chicken. So I sign out of Foxy No-Tail, kill it, and go to log in again, or sign in with a different account, and it logs me back into Foxy No-Tail. Takes ages doing that and goes, is this the account you want to be logged into? No, no, it's not. Why can't I just have a drop-down box with all of the different accounts registered to this device and let me pick which one it is? Why do I have to go through this process every single time? And there's no, like, I was looking for a quick switch Xbox Live app, but the one doesn't exist. It's awful. It's such a bad system. So yeah, that's what I would change on Bedrock Edition. I'd just get rid of Xbox Live completely. I hate it. I didn't know you stream on Twitch. I'm so happy I got to join a stream, says Snuv Artifact. Well, there you go. It's a regular as well, every Tuesday and Thursday, although next week and the week after I won't because I'm away, but generally it is, every week. Ducker Spooky says, it's irritating trying to connect with my son on his Minecraft. Why? The other thing that gets me is why do they stop child accounts being able to play with each other when, it's mainly kids that play? Oh, it irritates me. Boomtown. Do you and your kids have a word that is developed well so that you would ever showcase? No, we hardly ever play on it because of that. Exactly that reason we hardly ever play, so no, we don't. Stormkin says, and then it gets annoyed and says errors if you don't have the same account as the store in Minecraft, says Stormkin. Oh, I haven't come across that one. Wait, you log in as Big Chicken? You mean Big Chicken uses your computer too? Sometimes, depending on what camera angle we need. But then it wouldn't be on Game Pass as True Pass. I don't care if it's on Game Pass. It's cheap. Minecraft's really cheap. And to be honest with you, I think the direction that Minecraft Bedrock Edition's going, it should become free to play. I think that's what they should do with it. If they're going to keep shoving Marketplace in our face, I know it's free on Game Pass, but you have to pay for Game Pass. I think they should just make it completely free to play. I really do. Because I don't think it's fair that they charge you to play the game and then just keep shoving marketplace ads in your face constantly. I don't think that's right at all. So yeah, I think that's the way it needs to go. I really do. I don't want it to go that way. I'd rather they just like binned off advertising for the marketplace permanently, but they're not going to do that. That's not going to happen. That's just, you know, hoping for no, that's like just saying I wish it never ever rained again, you know. Never going to happen. Right, we've got a bit of a chunk cleaned out now. Now I need to get rid of all of that and all that and all that. How hard could it be? Jeez. For some reason, my husband can't log into my games, but I can log into his. Xbox Live is dumb. It is. It's really dumb. Like, we can all be sat there next to each other on the same network, all logged in, and it'll say it'll only show one of us logged in, and then you can't like. I think they've fixed this recently, but for so long, like on Windows 10, you couldn't get, even with game bar on and all the notifications on, you couldn't get invites. So people would invite you to their game. Like Oliver would try and invite me into his game, but it didn't show. So I couldn't click to accept the invite, so I couldn't get in his game that way. That seems to be working better than it was recently, but it's still not very good. In the end, I had to set up a server this weekend in order for us to play, which meant Jack couldn't play on the Xbox, which is how he wanted to play, because obviously you can't go on servers on the Xbox unless you've got that thingy that people use, which I've never had to use because I don't play it on the Xbox. So he had to play on my old laptop, which meant he was signed in as Chuck instead of him. Oh, it's just a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. Stupid system. Play it better together. Yeah, but when? When are we going to get better together? Well, since 1.2. I don't think it is. Sally Salt says, I had to basically make my son's kid account a full access account just to play together. Duck and Spooky, I had a child account. I had to make a new one for him to get into my world. For some reason, my husband can't log into... I read that one. What are we doing this stream? Says Snub Artifact. We are making our way through smashing the Nether to bits. Which, if any of your add-ons, would you prefer to see standard inclusion on Minecraft? Well, on one hand I wouldn't, because obviously because I've got ads on my website and I get views on my videos and I get clicks on my website, I earn all my add-ons. Whether or not they're free for you to download, they do bring me in an income. So on one hand I wouldn't, but on the other hand, I absolutely would. I'd love to see hardcore mode in the game. I'd love to see spectator mode in the game. I'd love to see one player sleep in the game. I think all of those things, there's no reason why any of those things shouldn't be. I think it's just a matter of time for those things to happen. So yeah, those are probably the ones I'd like in the game. But then RIP Foxy No Tails, a big chunk of my income would disappear if those things suddenly end up in the game. I have to come up with new add-ons, I guess. Oh dear, Mr. Beardstone withered away. My son tried logging into Minecraft from one of our Xbox One X's. Neither worked. Then I had him sign into our Series X with no problem. Oh, it's so weird, isn't it? Glad to know I'm not the only one who has issues with Xboxes, Ducker Spooky, yeah. What are you most excited for? The Wild Update. Frogs look so good, I'm tired of the Warden delays. How can you be tired of the Warden delays? I don't get it. I don't get it. I understand we thought it was coming before it was, but it's not like they've taken something off you and then they're going to give it back. Like, you know, I could understand if we had the Warden and they went, no, we're taking that away again to work on it a bit more. But they didn't. It's just something that's coming at some point in the future. And I'm more excited for the Warden now than I ever was. When it first got announced, I went, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not really interested in that. But now, that's the thing I'm most excited about. I'm not bothered about frogs. I'm not remotely interested in frogs, really. I couldn't care less whether we had frogs. They don't add anything to the game. They don't give you anything. They don't really do anything. I know there's the frog light, but that's going to have a really limited use case because it's weird colours. Doesn't really go with much, I don't think. So, unless you're doing modern builds, I don't think the frog light's going to be all that useful. I'm sure there'll be a lot of fantasy sort of mystical stuff you can do with it, but it's not really my build style. So yeah, the Warden for me is the thing that I'm hoping is going to be absolutely game changing and amazing. I hope I'm not disappointed with it. I'm certainly not tired of them delaying it, because that just means they're working on it even more and more and more, and it's going to get better and better and better. So I'm glad that they delayed it to make it as best as it can be. I want to know if the ally will be able to work as an armor sorter, says Chewbacca. I wouldn't get your hopes up for the ally to be a massively useful thing in Minecraft. When we get these biome votes, and the mobs from those are generally not worked on particularly much and not all that interesting. Remember the glow squid. Everybody was convinced the glow squid was going to actually glow, and it was going to have dynamic lighting, and caves were going to glow around it. And I was saying, no, they're not. It's not going to happen. They're not going to put any effort into it. Just like all of the other things we've had from biome votes, it's just going to be a basic mob that doesn't do much. And I was right. And it's not. So don't expect too much from the ally. Yes, they've said it will fetch you items back, and even like stackable items, and they'll drop them somewhere near note blocks. But I don't think it's going to be half as useful or half as exciting as everybody thinks it's going to be. I don't think they're going to be reliable, because obviously chunk borders exist, and this is a free range wandering mob that goes off to fetch your stuff. Chances are it's going to just wander off, get lost, get stuck, or get, you know, despawned. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong, but I have absolutely zero interest in the ally at all, because I think it's just going to be a big wet blanket. I think it's going to be a fart in the wind. So we'll see about that one. Am I the only one not bothered about the warden, says Mitz. Sounds like it. Sounds like it, Mitz. You should get more excited about it. Trust me, it's going to be epic. I think it's good that they're... Oh, I've read that one. It's nice that they're finally giving us some more light sources. They aren't great colours, but at least it's something. Yeah, I like the fact that they're giving us more light sources. Don't get me wrong. And I think they look interesting. And like I said, there will be a lot of use cases for them, but I don't think they're going to be something that you use very regularly. I can't imagine myself, apart from for YouTube views, going and finding an excuse to farm them. I doubt very much that I will need them. I think it will be an interesting farm to make, a magma cube farm that, you know, you've got frogs and magma cubes in the same thing. That'll be fun. I'll enjoy doing that, but I'm not bothered about the product at the end of the day. Maybe, I mean, you can make a nice shop with it, but I'm not upset, just ready to explore the deep darks, as Boomtown. Well, I don't think you'll have to wait much longer, I wouldn't have thought. I honestly thought this the next update was going to be around winter time, but the more I see development on it and the more news I hear about it, the more I think it's going to be another summer one. So I really don't think we're going to have that long to wait at all. I don't want us to have another summer update, because that means, yet again, we've got world generation changes that's going to affect our worlds, which means we're going to have to trim the world and try and find areas we haven't been to in order to try and get the new swamps for everybody, so that we can put that content into our videos, which means, oh, should we just start the world again or start another one? No, I don't want to start another one. We just started this one. So it's frustrating. I think they should limit updates that have world gen changes in to maybe like once every couple of years. But well, it's Minecraft at the end of the day. It's what people want. And we need a lot of world gen changes. We need an end update. We need changes to the overworld biomes like they're offering in the wild update. We need a lot. So, yeah. I shouldn't wish those things away. I miss. Any thoughts on rain? Can it ever not rain, says Sweet Purple. What, in Minecraft? I think the allied will be good for huge digs to get the items you want to keep from it, says Sweet Purple. How? How do you think that's going to be? How do you think that's going to work? Explain to me how you feel that's going to work. Because we've got nothing other than speculation on how the ally will work, and a very, very few words from the developers. As far as I'm aware, the developers have confirmed that they will be able to collect stackable items. So it's not just going to be... No, non-stackable items. So it's not just going to be stackable items. They will be able to do that, which means that we could potentially, again, completely speculatively, have some form of stacked or non-stackable item sorter But as far as I'm aware, an ally will only be able to collect one type of item. I don't know how you're going to get allies or spawn them in or get them as a pet or anything like that. Are we going to keep them in a pocket? Are they going to live in a jar? Are they just going to turn up like little fairies every now and then disappear again? Are they going to bring us one thing and then disappear? Are they going to stick around? We don't know any of these things. We've no idea how it's going to work at all. So sort of banking on, hey, this is going to be great for this, is just, I just think, I'm really sorry, but I think it's completely ridiculous speculating to that level, because I think it's just going to lead to disappointment. I really do. I don't think the ally is going to help you with your mining at all. I really don't. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. It'd be great if they become like the next best thing for a storage solution. And you can just pull an ally out your pocket and say, hey, go and collect all of the diamond ore that I've dug down here and shove it all in this chest. That'd be fantastic. I just don't see it happening. Sweet Purple says, sounds like you can give it an item and it will search for that. So Big Dig, you give one ore to each. But why would you not pick them up as you're going? You know, I do a lot of mining. And I don't necessarily always pick up cobblestone or stone if I've got pockets full. But I don't just leave ores and stuff lying around. Why would you? Why would you leave ores and stuff? Why would you leave it to an entity to potentially go and get it? Because it's just going to end up despawning and you're going to lose them. And particularly things that you're interested in, like diamonds, you're not going to, surely not going to rely on an ally to go and pick up your diamonds. You just pick them up, put them in your pocket. You don't need an entity to do that for you. It sounds like an interesting, you know, a novel, gimmicky idea, but why? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Ow, stop. Okay, Kenny, it's not a good idea to advertise other people's live streams while I'm live streaming. I appreciate the fact that you are, you know, informing us about Minecraft, but you've got to remember when you are in somebody's stream, then going telling everybody there's another one going on somewhere else is affecting their livelihood. It's the sort of thing you do that gets you banned. And I don't know how to delete it. Mids. I just want to delete the tweet. Why can't I delete it? So what? That's broken then. Great. And now press the button. Can you delete it? Okay, I've lost the whole chat now. Great, good job. Is Mitz still here? Mitz, can you delete Arcade Kenny's tweet? Thank you. Jeez. Aztec Owner says, glad to know I'm not the only one who think frogs are almost as useful as glow squids and goats. Sally Salt says, they could then be used in a gold farm to take the junk out of the hoppers. To take the junk out if the hoppers are set with the stackables. They can't take items out of inventories, Sally Salt. They can only pick them up off the floor. I could only see them being useful in what you're doing. If you're clearing an area, one chunk, and have a chest with a place to put blocks, you would have to make less trips back, is all I can see it doing. Well, I don't think so. I really don't think they're going to... I bet they've got, like, a slot for 64 items. They won't have enough inventory space to be useful when doing anything like that. I really don't think so. I hope I'm wrong. Like I say, I really hope I'm wrong. I just can't see it. It would be too much of a change to the game to have an entity going around doing all of your work for you. I don't see it. And another reason for us to rely on more entities creating more lag in the game. I honestly don't see the developers going down that road. I think, and the fact that we're not hearing anything about it, there's no news on it, none of the developers are talking about what it is doing. They're not hyping it up. I think they've probably said too much about it already, and they're probably holding back now so people don't get too excited about what it might or might not be able to do. That's my thoughts. Maybe we'll hear more about it soon as development carries on with that sort of thing. I don't know, but I would be very, very cautious about getting your hopes up. Thank you, mates. The only one use I can think of is to collect saplings while leaves decay while you're clearing a forest. Now, that's not a bad idea, Roth. That's a pretty good idea, because that's annoying, having to go around chasing the saplings. But again, on Bedrock Edition, You've only got 4 chunks worth of loaded area. Well, I say 4 chunks. 4 chunks in any direction of loaded area, assuming you're playing on sim distance of 4, which most people do, in order for them to go scurrying off and collecting things. So unless people are going to be dramatically increasing their simulation distances on their worlds and yet again adding in more lag, they can't even really... Oh my goodness me. They can't really even go very far, can they? So even that's... like, that's great, but how far... I don't know. Stop! I don't know. Sorry if I'm, you know, a bit of a party pooper on this particular mod, but I don't see it. I don't see it being a big deal. I really don't. I just voted for it because it looked pretty, said Snub Artifact. That or they can get it to do what they wanted without causing lag, says Stonkin. If they could get entities to do what they wanted to do without causing lag, then they would do that for all entities. That's like saying, I wish cars would run on fresh air. My car uses fuel. I wish it would run on fresh air. Well, I'm sorry, mate. It's just not how cars are made. If they could do that, they would, clearly. No, they wouldn't, because they make the money from the... No, they would. If they could do that, they would do it. Slow Molasses says, I would rather have gotten those sacks or whatever they were called over a new entity. Oh, yeah, I think they were completely pointless, those bundles as well. I think they'll probably still even come bundles, but I don't want them. I've got no interest in bundles at all. I think they're still in the betas in experimental mode, aren't they? They're still there. Fortune leaves with a hoe, says Rainman. Yeah. That's the best way to get saplings. But then if you're trying to get leaves as well, although, yeah, that doesn't work either. Depends what you need. I'm sure some clever person will find a use for them. But yeah, like I say, don't get your hopes up. More nether chunkiness needs to go. Jeez, we've cleared a reasonable amount today already. We've not done a bad job so far. Go away. Leave me portal alone. Unless they fix the chunk border despawn issue, allies will be more trouble than they were, says Roth. Yeah, especially if you're carrying all your diamonds back from your big dig. What happened to all my diamonds? I left them on the floor down there for the ally to fetch. Did you go out of the area? Yeah, well, I got logged out. So it's despawned, has it? Yeah. Legacy SMP uses a bundle mod. They love it. Ask Bruno, says True Pat. No. Nope. Don't like Bruno. I don't like Bruno because he left. No, I do like Bruno. I think Bruno's brilliant. I'm just bitter that he left. I like Bruno. I didn't want him to go. Bundles is stupid though. I don't care what anyone says. Don't talk about Bruno, says Boomtown. Exactly. No, don't mention Bruno. Bruno banned. Use the gas to help you clear the netherrack, says RK Kenny. No, because that would just mean there's fire everywhere. And I don't want there to be fire everywhere. I hate ghast with a passion. They're so annoying, says Snub Artifact. Yeah, I think they spawn a little bit too regularly on Bedrock. I think they should have their own little biome and and not be quite so regular. Oh, now the Enderman likes me. Hello, sir. Why? What a big mouth you've got. I didn't mean to fall off. Oops. Time to go away and come back again. Yeah, stick to be reliable, Diamond Transport, like me, says the Diamond Fairy. Diamond Fairy, you're banned. It's very difficult to stick to a reliable type of transport like you, and you're not welcome on the server. Sally Salt says, I found that Silk Touch and Fortune work with any tool, regardless of the block, except stone types, blocks and ores. My Silk Touch and Fortune picks and axes work on leaves. The hoe is only faster. Yes, that's very true. Silk Touch on anything, when you break it, will drop the original item. It just can take absolutely forever to mine them. Thanks, Gas. You're welcome. I think I need a smaller fire pack. I think that's what I should do next. A smaller fire. Because it's ridiculous. Ah, you dodged. You moved. Deruza's here saying good morning, everybody. Good morning, Deruza. How are you feeling today? Is it a lovely day to be a Deruza? Are you having an epic time? Is everything going swimmingly for you at this particular moment in time? Exception ender chest, says Seabass. What do you mean? I'm confused. I'd like more ender chests. Oh, a double ender chest. I imagine that. Oh, jeez, that would be great. Or just like another ender chest type, like a secondary one. Oh man, or an ender chest you can put a hopper under. Ah, or a hopper in. Ah, yes please. Yes please. Forgot my Silk Touch pick on my first end raid and tried to break an ender chest and it disappeared to Seabass. Oof. With a Silk Touch shovel? No, surely not. No. Really? No, I don't believe that. Don't believe it. Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. Where's my ender chests? They're not in that one.
No way. You subscribed for 3 months? I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either, big chicken.
140 just subscribed for 3 months. Love the show and the add-ons. Thanks, Foxy.
You're welcome, Chaff140. That's amazing. Thank you so much. It's a lovely day. We have air conditioning hooked up to the house now, so no more trying to sleep in 24 degrees C nights at 80% humidity. It's so wonderful, says Deruza. Amazing. Mitt says Foxy wouldn't know anything about breaking ender chests. No. That would be good. So good. Oh, it's gone. If the Ghast had their own bio so they don't me up half of the time in the Nether. Yes. Roth says he collected his ender chest using a Silk Touch hoe. Yep, took 2 minutes to try and break, said Seabass. Yes, it's not the fastest thing I've ever done. Countdown is on, says Great Days. Okay, Kenny says, I've watched some series which has an ender pouch and it looks much better. How hard would it be to make an add-on for Bedrock for it? Impossible. Can't do things like that with storage, sadly. Be good though if you could. I'd love to do that. You can do some storage things, but not. You don't have any access to inventory stuff or which inventory it uses, sadly. Come on, ender chest. My finger's getting tired. I might have to stop clicking for a minute and then resume. Just have a quick break. I see you, hoggling face, coming through the wall. We're going to find out anytime. I love the ender pouch, says Jesse. Yeah. Is that the one where you can put the 3 different coloured dyes on top and you can have loads of different ender storage? I love that one. Lady Amelia's cheered 100 bits. Thank you very much.
100. J4 Sin Love Foxy No Tail. You are awesome.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And you're awesome too. Come on, ender chest. You're so close. Huh. Well, I guess Seabass was right. But Roth, you're saying with a hoe? More learning needs to be done. I think that's a bug. That's got to be a bug. I honestly do think that's a bug. Right. Oh, man, that's... No, I'm not doing it. It's going even slower. No. No. We will just believe, Seabass, that his ridiculous shovel smashing ender chest thing is true. Even though we've got no proof at all. No, but that's a different mod, says Jesse B. Yes, on 1.18.10, maybe they fixed it, says Roth. Yeah, we're still on 1.18.2 on Truly Bedrock because we refuse to upgrade. We're like the rebellious kids that's like, I hate change. It's not happening. No way, bro. Until we've seen everybody else 100% happy, we're not changing. You can't force me. I think we're changing tomorrow, to be honest with you. I think I'm supposed to do that first thing in the morning when I get up, so always got jobs to do. I might leave it. Might leave it till after stream day. Might not be a good idea to do. I can't leave it till after stream day. I'll be gone. I'll be away. Oh, jeez. I'll have to do it tomorrow morning. Stop! Where'd he go? I heard that, pug dog. Shoo! Another one. Some artifacts as LMAO. That's the content we need, indeed. I'm laughing my apples off too. Jesse B cried. Don't you want to be on 1.18.10, Jesse? Have you heard bad things about it? But you like block lag. I remember you telling me how much you enjoy block lag, Jesse. No, says Jesse. Why don't you want to be on 1.18.10, Jesse? Why don't you tell all of the boys and girls at home why you don't want to be on 1.18.10? Because I don't understand why you wouldn't be desperate, just like me, to upgrade to the latest version.
Auntie Dizzy cheered. 100.
Block lag is evil, says Jesse. Auntie Dizzy cheered 100 bits and kicked off a hype train. Woohoo! Thank you very much. I think this is the second hype train of the stream. Amazing. 2 hype trains, 1 stream. Crazy. No more XP furnace, Jesse, says Odo Dragons. I don't think that's the thing that's bothering Jesse. We've heard quite a few reports now. I say quite a few. 1. That block lag is back on the new version, and it's not affected by unbreaking, seemingly, either. No, getting ganged up on. So yeah, not particularly looking forward to it now that we're hosted on a server, because that means even I'll get block lag, and I do a lot of digging and I don't want block lag. See, Jessie hardly spends any time digging. She only does about 10 hours a week, so she probably won't even notice it. Whereas me, I do at least 15 minutes a month, so it's really going to bother me.
Coffee_76 cheered.
Wow.
2000.
Coffee_76, 2,000 bits. What? Have you just gone to the top of the leaderboard? Have you just gone boof? Mate, see you later, everybody else. I think I'll have the top spot. Number 1's got my name on it, mate. Jeez. That's amazing. Auntie Dizzy cheers 10 bits. Thank you, Auntie Dizzy. Global Rhino says this is a new XP furnace cheat. We know. I don't think anyone doesn't know at this particular point in time. But we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about how to hack the game again after they just got rid of it. We've had our fill of cheaty free XP. It's time we... Excuse me. It's time we played the game properly. Let's not do that. Sweet Burble says, I think the new furnace bug serves Mojang right for not taking away Java bugs that Java uses, like the Nether roof. I'm not... Yeah, no. I'm not going to comment. JSB says, I feel so icky every time content creator talks about various glitches and shows how to do them. Yeah, I'm struggling with this one, to be honest with you, Jesse, because to me, it's not much different from what we were doing. It feels a lot dirtier. It feels a lot cheatier because you're actively pushing a button to get XP. Feels like you're doing it rather than the game's doing it in the background. But it's still the same thing. We're still going, hey, look, I'm going to just rely on free XP without having to play the game properly. So I don't know. I want to hate it. I want to really dislike it. I certainly don't think people should be making videos on it and you know, teaching everybody how to do it, but they are. But I don't think we can sit there and say this one's bad, it shouldn't be allowed, when we've all, you know, got so much use out of the other one, and quite openly so in all of our videos, or most of us at least in our videos. So I don't know, it's a real difficult one for this. It's a bit of a dilemma morally, this one. Seabass redeemed eat. That's a good idea, Seabass. Thank you very much. What is Foxley actually speakless? I didn't think that was possible, said Kered. Only because I see comments like that about Mojang, where there's like, oh, this serves Mojang right, or that serves Mojang right, as if like it's just an entity rather than a bunch of people at work. They're just a bunch of people at work that, well, some of them probably hate the game because it's their job that they have to play on. Some of them probably hate all of us for permanently moaning at them. They're just people with lives, and, you know, it's like, when you say comments like that, that's like going into someone's YouTube video and going, this video's stupid and I hate it. It's not helpful, it's not good, and it makes the person that made the video sad. It makes them very sad and upset. And just saying, like, flippant off-the-cuff comments like that, you're not hurting a corporation. You're hurting the feels of the people that are actually making this game. And the people that are, oh, serves them right for not doing the Java stuff. Well, it's different people. That's like saying, oh, Foxy Dotail fell over the other day and broke his ankle. It serves him right because Jesse B did something the week before. Well, you know, it's not connected. We're different people. Yes, we play in the same world. And yes, those developers work at the same office, but they're not connected. They're not sharing the same decisions. They've not got the same things to do. They haven't got the same plan or the same, you know, they probably don't even have meetings about the same things together. So I think people should take more time to just consider when they're making and I've done it loads. I know I have, but when I see other people do it, it's easier to see that it's happening. But yeah, just take more time to consider that there are people sat at those desks going to work every day, probably dealing with a lot of stress because they make mistakes, or because the game's got bugs in it, or because they realise they've done something that's upset people and they didn't mean to, or they had to do it because it's their job and they didn't want to get fired. You know, a lot of these times they're making decisions not because they think it's what they should do, because they're told to, because it's their job. Hey, you need to do this because this is a thing. Oh yeah, but no, I'm not listening, just get it done. But no, it's your job, get it done. You know, it's not very fair, is it? And then we're going, oh, no, that developer, I hate them because they did this. So I don't know, just give it a bit more, give them a bit more of a break, I guess. We've got this amazing game that gets updated constantly, that hundreds of developers work on, that they give us updates for free, that we all love, that we get hours and hours and hours of entertainment out of, just either playing or watching or doing things with. There's always interesting stuff coming out of it. I don't think we got any right to complain. I really don't. Although I always do. But I don't think we should. Don't do what I do. Do what I say, okay? Them's the rules. Now. Jesse B says, they just feel so different to me, but I get what you're saying. That's going back to the XP bug thing. Yeah, they do feel different, but they're not. They're the same thing. They really are the same thing if you break it down. You're actively cheesing the system in order to get free XP. How you do it is inconsequential because you're just getting free XP. So I don't think we can sit there and say, oh, this one's really bad, we shouldn't do it, when we've all been using the other one. Ralph says you can't gather XP in bottles on Java either. There's now 0 effort. At least the old furnace bug involves some effort. Well, not really. You just had to give your furnace things to eat. Sally Salt, what did you say about XP and bottles? I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh, Bedrock can't gather XP in bottles like on Java. Furnace. Yeah, that's not a thing on either platform. Interesting you said that though. Check the podcast out tomorrow. You're such a dad, Fox. Says Skelly's mummy. So why are we destroying the Nether? Says Derusa. I hate it. I'm trying to get rid of it. I didn't realise it was infinite though. When I started this, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have bothered. But yeah, I just thought it was only a small place. I'll soon get rid of that place. Turn it into something nice. No, I've got a Guardian farm. I built the overworld side of it. I just need to build an area around my portal here where I've got kill chambers and storage and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just trying to clear out a space. So not only have I got room to work in, but also I want to make sure that the other members don't accidentally come along and start putting portals nearby and get it all linked up in the wrong place and they end up in a pool of lava or stuck in the middle of a Guardian farm somewhere. So I'm just taking some time to clear it all out, I guess. And I was supposed to be recording all this to put in my video and I forgot to press record at the beginning of the live stream. Oh man! No! I guess the live stream itself is kind of recorded, but it's horrible quality when you download it back off Twitch. Oh jeez. Oops. I got it already, I just forgot to click record. Oh. The first rule of XP clubs, we don't talk about XP clubs, says Dorsal Dawn. Exactly, Dorsal. XP bottles are bought from villagers, says Rotate Our Face. Sally says, in response, I want to see what they said. Bedrock, can't, I read that one. I have seen vids of gathering XP in bottles. That was patched out of Java. No, it's never been in it, Sally. Never, ever. Ruff's right. You can get XP bottles from loot chests or from trading with villagers. You've never, ever been able to gather XP unless it's modded. Maybe you're watching modded Minecraft. There's a lot of XP gathering stuff in modded Minecraft, but it's never been a thing in survival on any platform. Chaff says, I just did a test on my realm. I have no issues sprint mining through the netherrack. I am still drowning in gravel and burning in lava, but no noticeable block lag, and at least not like it used to be. Yeah, wait till you got a few people on and it's a bad time of day. Then try again. I'm not sure. I'm not saying you're wrong, but the thing about realms is that they're hit and miss when it comes to latency and ping, depending on how many other people online, server strain, time of day, time of the season, time of the month. There's a lot of reasons why realms can be good and then can be bad. So yeah, I'd like to take your word for it, but I will withhold judgment until we've had a bit more of a I can't think of the words. More people have said it. Give me my cousin Fawcett, says Jesse B. Your cousin Fawcett? You got a cousin Fawcett? Wow. What a weird name. XP even, says Jesse. Wow, was that autocorrect? Or did you just half asleep and typed cousin instead of XP? Ruff's right. I never thought I'd heard those words from Fox himself, says Ruff. Ruff, you're often right, but I like to point out how wrong you are a lot. Jeez. So sue me. If I pointed out every time everyone was right, I'd be permanently pointing out that people are right. I only point it out when people are wrong. Okay? Jeez, give me a chance. My new phone isn't used to me yet. It's auto is on something, says Jesse B. Yeah, fair enough. Chaff said, that's fair, but I used to have terrible block lag even when I was on alone. What, since 1.18? I thought like 1.18 and pretty much dissolved block lag. I've hardly had any apart from when the server's really struggling since 1.18. Oops, lol, don't mind me. Just asking ignorant questions over here, says Sally Salt. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Not everybody knows everything about Minecraft, so it's absolutely fine. Not a problem. At the end of the day, you've got answers that you didn't know you needed. You're welcome. We had that weird gravel dropping bug in 1.18. Yeah, that I think has been fixed now, hasn't it? That's gravel and sand. Hopefully, at least it's been fixed. I don't think I actually need to come this far back this way. I really don't. Excuse me, Pigman. You're about to get whacked by accident. Watch where you're going, mate. I can't be held responsible for who I do or don't hit with this pickaxe as I'm waving it frantically about in your general direction. Ghast attack! Sounds like a type of Pokemon, that, a ghast attack. I got 3 ghast attacks last week. It was 116 that was Bloglock evil, wasn't it? Says Jesse B. Yeah, 114 I don't think was bad, that I remember. But yeah, 116 was awful. And 117. I think 117 was pretty bad, wasn't it? Although, did we have the fix by 117? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure things smoothed out mostly in 118. Just performance in general was just better, I think. How big of an area do you need to clear, says Arcade Kenny. I haven't actually thought that far ahead, Arcade Kenny, to be perfectly honest with you. I need the drop chute. See, on Truly Bedrock Season 1, I had it. It was such a grand place. I really liked it, and I want this to be interesting and grand. So I want a big area to work with so that I'm just not permanently mining blocks while I'm doing it. I need to come down from there at least 20 blocks and then have room for storage collection and stuff underneath that as well. So I guess, like, the floor of this is probably going to be around about this level somewhere, and I just want to clear a nice big square around it. So I need to get rid of that chunk just so I got plenty of space. I certainly don't think I need to go all the way back over here. This is just me being ridiculous now. But I got carried away, all right? What are you going to do about it? I think we had the fix in 117, but yeah, season 1 and 2 were miserable with block lag, yeah. But we stuck around. I say we, I didn't have any, but you guys stuck around. Even though it was bad. Have you tried hosting the server from home, Jesse? It does wonders for your block lag, I'm just saying. Rob says, Ghast Attack is a Minecraft-themed tribute band for Shack Attack. Is it really? Are you making that up, Ghast? Whatever your name is. Ghast? Roth? I don't understand. Well, lag wasn't going to get rid of me, says Jesse. Mrs. Miner. That's what we're going to call you. Little Miss Miner. Right, peeps. What are we going on? We've been going on a while today. Right. Let's have a few more questions, if you would please. Some more topics of conversation. Ideally, not asking me if I've eaten the embryo of any young animals. That would be preferable. Thank you very much. The rollbacks almost did, though. Yeah, oh, those rollbacks were harsh, weren't they? They were awful. Oh, I thought I could swing, fly up there and plug that then, but I'm going to have to do the old-fashioned way. He's not making it up, he's the drummer, says Deruza. Ross says, surely you remember Shack Attack? Yeah. It wasn't Shack Attack that I'm questioning, Roth, to be fair. It was the Ghast Attack one. Are you going to do anything fun on your week away, says Jesse B? I haven't got any plans to do anything fun. Just seeing family, really. So I'm sure we'll go to the beach, see family. Eat stuff that I probably shouldn't eat, that sort of thing, really. So I don't know, I'm not planning on doing anything fun. It's probably a little bit cold still for me to do any water sports or anything like that, so probably just chilling out. Punch the pigman, says Aztecoda. I'm not doing it. What do you do personally to prep for a long cross-country drive, says Mike on Switch? I fill up with fuel. I make sure I've got a bottle of water and some snacks. I make sure I don't listen to my podcasts. So I've got something to listen to on the way down. And then I drive. That's it, really. I do so much driving, or I used to do so much driving. I didn't really think about it. But yeah, I always like to make sure I've got water, something to listen to, some snacks, and that's it really. You know, go around, kick the tires, make sure you haven't got any noticeable flat tires before you set off. What snacks do you go to? Says Deruza. Okay. This is gonna. Oh, jeez. Do I want to incriminate myself here? So, when I used to do a lot of working away, when it first started, because it was a bit of a novelty, I got in the habit of whenever I was going on the road, we would always go to get a McDonald's breakfast first. It became a bit of a routine my old business partner used to do. So if we were going away on the road, the novelty was we'll go get a McDonald's breakfast. And unfortunately, that's not something that's disappeared over time. So I won't do that because we're going away at a different time of day. But if I was driving early, then I find it very difficult to talk myself out of going to get a McDonald's breakfast first. I also will go to the petrol station when I fill up, and I'll get a couple of bags of crisps, an iced coffee, and that's it really. So I like the grab bags of Walker's Squares. They're my favourite. So that's it. And then when you're on the road, when you go to the services, it's just junk, isn't it? It's like a Greg's sausage roll or a Burger King, depending on what's available and how much work you've done. If I feel like I've done particularly a lot of work, I've been driving a long time, then I'll treat myself to something like a Burger King. Otherwise, I'll try not to have something particularly heavy or calorific, but something that's still very much comfort food, because driving's just so boring for so many hours. So sausage roll or something like that. Foxy likes real crisps, says Roth. Oh, Roth. Oh, Roth. I need to show you something. I'll be back in one moment. 1 second. For Valentine's Day, my gift came in the post. It was a giant box of 18 packets of slabs. Oh man, slabs are so good. Check this out. I don't know if I've shown the actual crisps on stream before. Look at the size of it. It's huge. The thickness. Check the thickness of this crisp. It doesn't seem that close up front, but it's bigger than my mouth, and they're just so tasty. Mmm. 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 Slabs. Slabs. Very expensive. Ridiculously expensive, but incredibly tasty. Mmm. Bigger than my mouth. Proceeds to shove it all in without having to break it apart. I got a big mouth. Oh, that was amazing. I've got to sit and look at them now for the rest of the stream. Deruza says, you guys are saying chips wrongly. I'm afraid you're abusing the word chips there, Deruza. Chips are long, thin pieces of potato, my friend. Not to be confused with crisps. And fried potato. Like, that go on your dinner. Moron. Jeez. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm joking. No, he's not a moron, really. Oh, they're so good. The aftertaste. It tastes like crisps. Oh. Right, where should we draw the line on this side? I don't want to... It's a massive chunk, that. It's a huge chunk, but I don't want to make the area too small. I think we'll draw it here. Slabs do egg and chips flavour. OMG. Do they really? In the multi-pack, they must know that salt and vinegar and cheese and onion are the best flavours, because you only get 3 bags of those, whereas you get 4 from all the other flavours. So you get slightly salted or lightly salted, roast beef, or beef roast as they call it. Was it like mild sweet chili or something? But yeah, it's my favourite ones, the green ones. The ones you get the least of. Gutted. But still very over the moon that I got so many slabs. Oh. Ugh. Excuse me, got chips in my mouth. Mmm. 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 Zandevil, consider yourself fired. There's the door. Out of it you may walk. Why? I've already done 10. Jeez. 10 push-ups, thanks Zandevil. I will do them in a moment. I'm looking forward to... I knew I shouldn't have carried on this stream. I knew I should have ended at my normal time. Jeez. Meanie. What an absolute meanie. Hello, folks. You just poking in, says Watchful. Hey, Watchful, how you doing? What's going on? What's happening? Are you doing 10 push-ups? I'm about to. For eating 1 slab. It's my punishment. Jeez. Very quiet here today. Doing alright, working my day job. Okay, nice. Good. Well, thank you for popping in and catching a bit of my stream while you're at work. That's amazing. I need to fix my pickaxe. But I need to also do lots and lots of smashing the nether to bits. Oh, which do I do first? Chat's gone very quiet. I think everybody's literally gone online to order giant bags of slabs now. Every single person is like, yeah, need to get those in my life. They are the most beautiful thing in the world. And you would be right. They absolutely are. I'd be lying if I wasn't seeing how much it would cost to get some slabs, says Mike on Switch. Contact slabs for partnership, lol, says Arcade Kenny. I would love to. I would more than happily be sponsored by slabs. You've got to eat 10 packets every live stream. Oh, really? Oh, no, that sounds too hard. Okay, I'll do it. If it's 10 push-ups per slab, how many in a packet? 1. 1. I was thinking that because I'm trying very hard to be good at the moment, and they arrived in the post, and I'm like, oh no. And I was thinking, should I do like a thing where for every packet of those I have to do 50 press-ups? And then I was like, I won't do it. I won't stick to it. So I taught myself after it while I was still having the idea. So maybe I should do that. I don't know. I don't know. Whee! Like threading a needle, that was. Oh man, look how many chests of stuff we got today. Crazy. Right, I'm going to do my 10 push-ups. I'm going to log out first, though, because I don't trust I'm not going to die. So, one moment, please. It's $8.34 for 2 80-gram bags of slabs. That's $37 for DHL shipping, lol. No, yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap, Mike. Someone click Foxy eating slabs, and I'll tweet it to them, says Roth. Yeah, do it. Do it. Get me those free slabs. I need them in my life. Also, tell them if they need any help with with packaging, I'm the person that they need to speak to. Jeez. Right. I fixed pickaxe. Then... Oh, many. I can't believe that's going to be gone soon. Oh, I don't want it to be gone. Right, I'm going to do my press-ups. One moment, please. With the push-ups, you can eat all the slabs with a good conscience. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think so, Zamdevil. I think, realistically, in order to... Oh, I mean, these are not healthy crisps at all, and they're such a big packet. Per bag, there's 393 calories in there, so that's like a whole meal. So I would probably have to go on like a 2-hour bike ride, go for an incredibly long run, or just do an incredible amount of exercise to work off one bag. 10 press-ups is probably about a calorie. Yeah, I think I need to work a bit harder than that. Do a sit-up. Oh, jeez. Poor Nelly. Nelly's in the room with me today. Unfortunately for Nelly, it is Ladies' Week for her again. This is the second time she's had Ladies' Week. She's a sad doggo. She has special pants on so that she doesn't get her Ladies' Week all over my carpet.
Many,
she's sulking because she's not getting to go for hard proper walks, bless her. 3,800 press-ups. Sounds easy, says Money101. I'll do them now. So, yeah, poor Nelly. But this is her last one. After she's had this one, then we're taking her to have you know, Ladies' Week removed. Oh, is she not spayed, says Jesse. No, we were advised to wait for them to have their second season by a few people, actually, so that we can guarantee that she's fully, like, grown and developed before they do it. Apparently, I don't think there's any major health issues, to be honest with you, but they were just saying that, you know, if you have it done too early, it can cause problems later on. So we just thought, well, it doesn't hurt, does it, to just wait a little bit longer. So as soon as she's had this one, I think you've got to wait like 3 months after it, and then, or a month or something after it, and then we can get her spayed. They did say after her first one, it wouldn't. When we went to the vets, they're like, "Oh, she's had her first one, so you'll be all right to do it." And we did consider it, but it was at the time where she'd had all those problems with her dew claw and her diet, and she'd been permanently in and out of the vets. And the last thing we wanted it for was to have another couple of months off, like off her feet, from a major operation. We just wanted it to live a little bit, so it was like, oh, we'll wait until after the next one. We'll do as, you know, people have advised, and wait for that one. So yeah, it's not a spade, it's a shovel, says Roth. Roth, you're silly. It's not a shovel, it's a spoon. Jeez. So you want me to give you more push-ups, as Zandevil? No, thank you. Jesse B says, oh, yeah, of course. In a very sarcastic tone. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, Foxy. I mean, you know, you don't need to go on about it, mate. Jeez, Jesse, you asked a question. I'm just explaining. Wow. You need to be so rude with your response. Mean. We're nearly there, peeps. We have nearly completely and utterly destroyed a sizable chunk of the Nether. This is good news. The Foxy No-Tail Nether Empire will reign supreme over this area. What do you mean? I'll build like the smallest little Guardian Farm Nether hub thing in the middle of all this. I remember on Season 0 when Silent did his, it was just completely open air in the Nether. It was crazy. I'll have mine like properly boxed in and safe. Making sure it doesn't have anything flying over it, setting everything on fire and blowing it all up. It's impressive how much you got done in one stream, says Jesse. Yeah, I think we've done quite a lot, actually. I know it... Stop! It doesn't look like much, is what I was going to say. But I feel like we've achieved quite a lot. Not that I can see anything right now because the flames on my screen are too small. When we give them fire damage, how much fire should we put on the screen, sir? A bit. Put a bit on. Okay, sir. No problem, sir. Jeff, Yeah. How much fire did you put on the screen, Jeff? Just a bit. It's covered the whole screen, Jeff. Yeah, but you can still see a bit out of the corner. Oh, jeez. Useless Jeff. My goodness me. It doesn't work here, Roth. I haven't done it yet. I need to do that. And anyway, I think it would be Foxy No Jeff, wouldn't it? When we put the emoji on here. Everything is Foxy No something, isn't it? The emojis on... emotes, sorry. Emotes. You and your emotes, you lot. Make me so emotional. It's one of those things, that, Roth, that takes like 2 minutes to do, but it just seems like a difficult task to have to go through to bother doing it. So I will do it if you keep reminding me. But it's like, oh, I got to open up Twitch and find out how to add it in again and then figure out where it needs to go. Because I'm not confident with Twitch settings because I don't really go in there very much. So I try and avoid it at all costs. They're not user friendly. It's not an intuitive design, the Twitch dashboard and system. Is there a simple way to make the flame smaller, says NightQuest Sample? Well, on Bedrock Edition, it's a bit tricky. On Java, it's pretty easy to have smaller flames because I believe it's a different flame texture they use for the one that covers your face while you're on fire than is actually used for fire. But on Bedrock Edition, it's the same fire that is actual on the fire over there that is the one that covers your face, I think. Which means that if you reduce the size of the fire on the one that covers your face, it also reduces the size of those fires and makes those fires look a bit weird. So I think it's possible, but it just kind of ruins the game a bit. So I might be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure that was the reason when I went to look at doing it before I didn't end up doing it. Because I'm sure I was going to have smaller fire in my my Foxy pack that I do. I'm pretty sure that was the reason why I didn't. Find a mod who can do it for you, says Deruza. I don't think mods have access to stuff like that. So are you burning the XP from the farm, says Trooper? Absolutely not. This is the whole point of building the farm, is to have the XP. I'm not interested in the Prismarine. DB selling Prismarine. I'm interested in XP. Obviously, the Prismarine will be a byproduct and I'll be collecting it. But I'm not even... I'm still considering not even having a fully AFK mode for this farm so that it can just be turned into a gathering farm. It is just purely 100% designed to be an XP machine. And hopefully, if I make it nice and efficient and good... and I'll be able to sell it to the members because we are pretty close to the Nether hub here. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to sell free visits of XP, 30 levels for a diamond type thing. I'm going to have a fully automatic harming potion system in there that's all ready to go so they can just come along, buy, well, effectively, rather than buying 30 levels, they'll be buying a potion of harming, come in and throw in that at the Guardians, getting their XP. There'll be an enchantment table in there and some... what they called the metal ones, anvils, jeez, in there for people to use and all that sort of stuff. And that's it really. I'd have a kelp farm in there, but unfortunately it won't grow in the Nether. Don't know why. Uzma says, I found your channel recently. Instantly loved your gameplay, technical stuff, add-ons, BDS console, and different voices especially. Different voice instantly became my favourite Minecraft channel. Amazing. Thank you very much. Maybe make the fire a little transparent. You can't make textures transparent on Bedrock, sadly. Or semi-transparent. There's no... Only certain textures can. Like stained glass blocks, they can have a semi-transparent layer. And a couple of other, random textures can. But most textures in the game, if you put any transparency in, it doesn't actually render. It just renders as fully opaque, which is annoying. I think if one is on fire, they may find it difficult to see properly, says Anonymous. True practice. Pumpkins? What? Pumpkins? What? What? What do you mean pumpkins? Can you make the texture show lower on the user, like shift it down so you only see the tops of flames? No, there's no control over positioning of that sort of stuff in the game. That's all hard-coded, sadly. Like, the only way I could do the lower shield was to actually physically make the size of the shield smaller. So, yeah, no. Use a nether portal to send the kelp to the nether and also that would work. That's true, yeah. We're going to have a player in the overworld and one in the nether for this to work. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea. What? A true power? Why did you write pumpkins? I'm very confused. There's no mod chat. Seabass says you. Oh, I read that one. I read it. Come on, peeps. Chop, chop. Don't fall asleep on me. We're nearly there. Keep me entertained. It's your job to keep you entertained. No, no, no. You've got this all wrong. I'm here to play Minecraft and be entertained by all of you people that are here to entertain me. I'm like the king, and you're like my jesters. This is how it works. Not the other way around at all. I was mesmerised by the mining, says Sally Salt. No, fair enough. It is quite mesmerising. If I don't mind saying so myself. I think it's the way I throw my pickaxe at the blocks at such high speed. Trying to use a VPN to trick Amazon into sending me slabs free with Prime. I don't think that's going to work because they're going to be in a warehouse in the UK and you're obviously not in the UK. There is going to be a shipping charge in there whether you like it or not. A VPN doesn't actually change where the slabs are located in the warehouse or where you live. But nice try, Mike. Nightquest Sample says, I think he's talking about putting on the pumpkin head and making that transparent. Oh, yeah, that you can make that transparent, yeah. That has semi-transparency layer on it. That's one of the few things that does. You're able to adjust the jack-o'-lanterns texture when you see through them. Sorry, kids interrupted me. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, you can. Monty Python said, who made you king, says Sparrow? It was me that pressed the go live button. So, me. People should just occasionally write random words to confuse Foxy. I think they do, Deruza. True Pat says, you're able to adjust... Oh, I read that one. Ah, Carrot says, do you ever think more about torch logging blocks like leaf blocks, grass blocks? I haven't thought more about it because there's nothing I can do about that, but I absolutely love that idea that we could light log blocks. I think, was there not something recently with the actual light blocks that you can do in creative that you could, like, you can change them in a certain way now and make it look like you've got light logged blocks with those, but I don't think it is. I think it's just because you've got an invisible light source above or next to that block. But yeah, I really like that idea. Isn't too hard to confuse Foxy, says Stonkin. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll give you that one. Emerald, says Diamond Fairy. Oof. My mind, it's like mush now. I have mush mind. You should try and capture the ghast head wearing a zombie piglin to keep him as a farm mascot, says RK Kenny. No. I don't want him. No. That's not a bad idea, to be fair, but it sounds like a lot of work. It sounds more hassle than it's worth. Where is he anyway? Is he dead? He's probably dead. He'll be one of those down there, won't he? Oh, is that one? Okay, let's go get him in a boat then. Oh, jeez. Let's go get the blooming idiot in a boat. Jeez. Can't have 5 minutes peace without you guys piping up. You asked us to talk. Oh, well, you've got excuses now. Here, Mr. Pigman. Get in bed. Thank you. There you go. Captured him. No. Don't you dodge me. Who do you think you are? Wow. Now all of the area that I was working on is on fire. You've ruined everything, Gast. As king, you should name your sword Excalibur, says... no, I'm a different king. Why does the chat text censor your name as... apparently Foxy is a sex term, according to Twitch, so it doesn't like me or people using it in their messages. Meanwhile, I'm here trying to see if they ship slabs to New Zealand, says Aztecona. I think the shipping on that would be even more expensive. DB is collecting mobs with weird heads, says Trooper. Oh, is he really? That sounds fun. Got to be nearly through this floor. Got to be nearly there. I believe. I believe. Because Foxy is just so foxy, says Mike on Switch. That's it. That's me. What a stupid thing to say. Foxy's a sex term. No, it isn't. Not even close. Who says foxy that's like since the 50s and meant it in that sort of way? Oh, she's so foxy. What a stupid thing to say. Twitch, get a grip. I thought you were supposed to be down with the kids, Twitch. With your stupid emails that you send out full of kids' language. It was in the 90s that the latest lols has stunk in. At least. I don't think even people said it in the 90s unironically. Young children that don't yet know how to compliment a woman. I don't think so. I don't think young children know what foxy means at all. I don't think they'd have any idea that it's supposed to be like a... And it's not even a sex term. It's not even like a rude word. It's like, well, it's like saying somebody's attractive. It's no different from calling somebody handsome. It's so stupid. Only while watching Austin Powers. Yeah, but that was set in the 60s. Hence my point. But it was released in the year 90. Yes, but it was set in the 60s. Oh my goodness me. Swinging 60s, here I come, baby, yeah. Meanwhile, kids have free access to the internet. It's a silly salt. Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness me. I've been informed by my teenagers that saying down with the kids is not down with the kids. Says girliest mammy. Amazing. No, it's probably not. Do you know what? I think if you'd have asked me, I probably would have told you that. Pretty sure that when we say I'm down with the kids, we're all saying that ironically as well. Because we know we're not, and we're never going to be. We can't keep up with them. How quick their language and mannerisms and things change. Kids are just on a different wavelength, a different planet to us. True. Heard Foxy a bunch during the 60s and 70s, says Lawful Meteor. There you go, told you. Tis not a word that has been used in the last 40 years to reference sexy ladies. You said sexy! Yes. And the fact that it comes up as the auto mod thing saying blocked word, this is a sex term. Well, sex is worse than foxy, isn't it? As a term to be used on a family-friendly live stream. Stupid thing. Oh dear. Was accident. I didn't mean to, mate. I'm in base. Can't get me. I didn't mean to, bro. Total accident, mate. Oh, there's more of those, please. I'd like to deposit all of this junk in here as well, please, if you don't mind. We have collected a ridiculous amount of netherrack in today's live stream. This is one live stream. This is crazy. I think this is the most digging I've ever done in one sitting. Possibly. Oh, maybe not. Most digging I've ever done in one live stream. Let's say that. Ah. Ow. Mate! No! Stop! This is me. You can't shoot your balls in my... Stop! Weigh-in's on fire now. You, as teenagers, remember your parents saying down with the kids and rolling their eyes. Now we're the parents. I don't think my parents ever said down with the kids. I don't think my parents were remotely interested on trying to get on the same level as us kids. It was completely the opposite back then. It was like, you need to be more mature and more responsible. I'm 5. You need to start thinking about your pension. The pension's not going to exist when you get to my age. You're going to have to start thinking, I'm 7, Dad. I can't even get a pension if I wanted one. That's not my fault, is it, son? You've got to think about your future. I'm sorry. How much pocket money do you get? I don't get any. You don't give me any. Well, you need to get a job then. But I'm 5. You were 7 a minute ago. I'm so young I can't remember. Wait, what's your sort code? Come on, I'll send you 100 quid. We'll get you started. I don't have a bank account. Oh, well, forget it then. But Dad. What do you mean your life wasn't the same? Jeez. Wayne's World used it when he came out in the 90s. Did it? I don't think it did. Not ironically. Not unironically. That's why his name is banned, Mitz, says Auntie Dizzy. What? What am I getting facepalm for now, Mitz? What have I done wrong this time? Jeez. He sang the song and everything in it for a lady. What? Dizzy, says Mitz. What did Dizzy say? Netherrack shop. Netherrack shop, and that's why his name is banned. What? Very confused. Song he says, my mum was too busy working to be down with the kids. Yeah. Mate, please, give up. You ain't going to win this battle. You need $1 trillion pension by the time you grow up. Bread will be £10 a loaf, says the real cows. At least. £10.50. Oh dear, Streamlabs. Is the Flame Atlas PNG file what controls the image when you're on fire? Says Chewbacca, and then for some reason got timed out for a minute by Streamlabs for that. Sorry, Chewbacca. Streamlabs a bit mean. But yes, I'm pretty sure that's the one. Pretty sure that's the one it is. Oh no, not giant magma thing. Oh, it's not giant. It's miniature. It's medium. Now there's 2 of them. £10 would be a lot of bread. I'm not in weight. Jeez. It would be a lot of bread. I'll have £10 of bread, please. That you could either end up in the future with like half a slice, or a huge bill and a lorry good to deliver it for you. £10 isn't that heavy? Oh, you know what I mean. It's a joke. Jeez. Thought it was a link, says Mitch. Yeah, I figured as much. Michael Switch says 10 breads of £1. What? Pardon? Come on, we've got to be nearly at the end of this then. We've been doing 3 hours, guys. 3 hours. I can't take it. I was supposed to have an early night tonight. Again. I'm trying to readjust my street level. I'm trying to adjust my street level. I'm trying to adjust my street. No, nothing to do with street. Stop with street. Sleep schedule. I've been going to bed later and later and later, and getting up later and later, or trying to get up earlier, but failing miserably with alarms and missing alarms and getting up late. And it's not good for me. It's not good for Nelly. And I actually enjoy getting up earlier. So I've been trying this week to go to bed earlier. Going to bed at 9 o'clock rather than 11 o'clock. Getting a good night's sleep and getting up early. I like getting up early. There's a lot more you can do in the morning. I feel energized in the morning. But last night wasn't too bad, although I was up for a little while because me and Jesse and Slack were recording the podcast till 10:30, so that didn't really help. But I did sleep. But the 2 nights before, I went to bed at 9 o'clock and I was awake all night. I just couldn't sleep. It's awful. It really annoys me. You go to bed early and then you just toss and turn for hours. Not fair. Not fair. Your pickaxe is going to go too soon. Catch me up. What's the build? Says 10 Charlie. Well, it's going to be a guardian farm. But at the moment, it's just a lot of netherrack that we're getting rid of. But I feel like we're breaking the back of it today. We've made a big effort. We've got a long way through it. I haven't recorded any of it because I'm an absolute moron, so I can't use it all in a nice time lapse. But, you know, worse things have happened at sea. Podcast tomorrow, says Mock Turtle. Indeed, yes. It will be live on all of your favourite streaming services from 6 AM. That's when it gets released and pushed out to the services. And from the video will be on from, I think it's 9 AM GMT. So you'll be able to download that at your, or watch that, sorry, at your earliest convenience. So yeah, and it's got me and Slack and Jesse in it. So yeah, a nice trio. So I hope you enjoy it. He's awake because he's thinking of more bad puns to use in video. Me, bad puns? What? No, I don't use bad puns. All my puns are funny. There's no such thing as a bad pun, just a bad audience. That's my rules. If you don't like my puns, then that's your fault. Clearly, you're listening to them wrong. I think we can make a little bit of space here by taking out some of the more unusual things, sticking them together in different boxes, and then we can get items that stack a little bit more nicely in other boxes. Excellent. Really enjoying the podcast. I can listen to them whilst doing chores, says Mock Turtle. Stonkin says, I am not stating that bad is bad. Some of the bad ones make me laugh the most. Oh, I see. I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down there. Will you stop it? I'm trying to put it down. Oh, sorry. The accident. I just a habit picking things up. Tidy it up as I go if you like. I don't think this has really helped us. I think I've just shuffled stuff about. I don't think it's helped us at all, to be honest with you. It might do. It might have saved us like a smidgen of space. Like the most minuscule amounts of space, potentially, but I feel like we're going to have to get another chest out. I thought we were onto a winner there, peeps. I thought, oh, this is really smart. I'll organise the items so they take up less space. And, yeah, we really haven't ended up with a great deal of space at all. Oh, I've got a little bit there. Hang on. We've ended up with a whole row. Yes. There's nothing as funny as a pun. Hang on a minute. I've lost it. It's gone. Auntie Dizzy says, whoop whoop, I really enjoyed the podcasts. Thank you, Auntie Dizzy. Where did that one go? I'm not... there's nothing as funny as a pun that is punny. Wow. Yeah, a good pun is funny. Let's be honest. And a bad pun can make you laugh, but in all the wrong ways. So I guess that means it's funny. But you don't want to hear the bad ones. They're so cringy, aren't they? But yet it still makes us laugh. You know, when you do, it's one of those ones where you scoff rather than laughing like that. You know, and you're like, oh, that was awful. But it's still on some level made you laugh a little bit. I don't know whether we should be proud of those moments when we make people laugh from those or not. I don't know if that's an achievement or not. Will you clear off? Go away. You blew yourself up, you moron. That's on you. That's on you, bro. That's on you. You all saw it. I didn't kill it. It wasn't me. Right, one last pickaxe fix. One last push. And then I think we'll call it a day because I'm just about cooked, and I got this bag of slabs here that smells gorgeous. It's got my name on it. Uzma says, I feel your name about the sleep timing. Oh, yeah. Did you feel my name? Feel my pain? I feel your name. Well, I don't feel my name. It's not for feeling, mate. That didn't fully fix my pickaxe. What? I must have had really bad armor. Whew. Whew. More digging time. Whole road to spare, says the real Gaz. Some of my friends make puns that are really cringy, says Lucas. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I keep going through the tunnel. Because it's like, we're just literally here. No! Shoot! Me and you, where'd he go? Yeah. I was going to have a gas jewel, but I'm not now, he's gone. Forget it. I don't even want a gas jewel. Slabs, is that a Britishism? Says the real Kaz. No, it's a ginormous crisp. It's called a slab. Cringy puns are the best puns, says Sarah Crow. I disagree, Sarah Crow. But fair enough, if you agree, that's your opinion. You're allowed to have it. We don't have to agree on these things. It's perfectly fine. Lots of my best friends have stupid opinions too. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Oh, that's really mean. I've met some clever people with idiotic opinions like yours as well. Wow. Did the server get updated? Says Chewbacca. No, not yet. Us truly Bedrock peeps. You know what we're like. We're late. We're always late to the party. The annoying thing is, like, I've been recording videos today that are not going to come out for about 3 weeks, and I'm going, we're still on 1.18.2, and you're all going to be like, God, you've taken weeks to get updated, where in reality, I've just been backlogging my videos as much as possible. So, yeah, that's always fun. Don't hold back, says Mitz. I won't. Don't worry about it. Have I ever been known for holding back, Mitz? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I love how Slack has been in your episodes saying that's so simple, says Lucas. No.
Do it.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, that used to be Slack. It's just do it on streams. I have to change my mode and then it becomes Slack again. But I can't do that while I'm streaming. Mike on Switch says, let me read this. The other day, at a thrift store, that's somewhere where you go to steal things, I think, in America, I bought an old record album called The Sounds That Wasps Make. When I got it home and played it, I said to myself, this doesn't sound anything like wasp sounds. And then I realised I was playing the B-side. Wow, Mike. Good. Yeah, that was a cringy one, but it was also quite good. It was well thought out. I liked it. No, lol, says Mitz. Yeah, I'm not the holding back type. If I've got something on my mind, you're going to hear it whether you want to or not. And then I'm going to feel bad for saying it, and then people are going to tell me off for being, rude. And then we're going to go down a whole guilt spiral, and I'm going to feel awful. I'm going to hide from things for a while, but then I'll come back and do it again. So, don't worry about it. It's all good. Hey. Stop moving! Did they make their... I know I missed by a mile on that last shot, but have they made gas hitboxes smaller? I used to be able to one-shot them every... Maybe it's because I haven't, carried a bow with me for forever. I used to be able to one-shot gas every time. That's where people abandon junk in America, says Sally Salt. Oh, okay. Thanks for the gas noise, Lucas. Almost. You almost got that bang on when the other gas made it then. We almost got double gas noise. Try harder next time, jeez. Almost is not good enough. You'll never be the best if you keep doing it wrong, Lucas. Try harder. Jeez. Rubbish, Duncan. That wasn't even close. It was like 20 minutes too late. You're all fired. Rubbish load of sound alert people you are. We're so close. I feel like we're on the last couple of layers here, peeps. Now there's a noise I can get along with. There's a ghast. Quick. Can you do it at the right time? No, clearly not. I'll let it go again. No. That was the ghast, not you. Now. Whoa. Mate. I'm on fire now. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, close. It sounded legitimate, that one. It sounded like it could have been it, but it wasn't. Ooh, this is getting tricky now because there's not enough layers of floor to go round and deal with here. The final layer before the air gap's always the tricky one. It's always the tricky one. Sorry, Pigman. You will be. Did you get my question in the podcast as Lucas? Because I sent it really lat. Oh, Lucas, you didn't send it lat, did you? Oh, jeez. You know we don't read questions that are lat. What was the question? Remind me what the question was, and I'll tell you if we read it or not. And what did you send it on? Was it email, Discord, comments? We record the podcast on Wednesday, so like yesterday. Yesterday it was evening, and I got all of the emails, all of the comments, and all of the Discord stuff that from the last podcast up until that day, right up until just before we did it. So I shouldn't have missed anything. OMG, Mike, says Mitz. I'm starting a new restaurant that serves curry poured all over French fries. It's called Curry on My Wayward Spud. And yes, there will be peas when you're done. Wow. That was awesome. That's really, that's probably the worst one I've ever heard, Mike. Jeez, that wasn't even cringeworthy. That was just someone's tried really hard for that and it's awful. Jeez. Oh, my eye is so itchy. I've got a really itchy eye. Why are my eyes... I feel like I've got hair in it or something. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Has slab placing gotten worse with the latest updates to Sweet Purple? I don't know. I haven't played in the latest update yet. Have not done it. I hope not, because it was already bad enough. And I'm going to have to place loads of slabs in here. What's the most annoying bug you've encountered on Slack's Discord? Says Lucas. I don't know. I'm not in Slack's Discord. Oh, if it was on Slack's Discord, then no, it wouldn't have made it in because I don't have access to Slack's Discord. Oh, unless it was after... Was it after Slack asked for questions, like yesterday afternoon? Because maybe it was. If it was after that, then maybe. Because Slack, before we started, he just did a quick, has anyone got any questions for the podcast? And we got a few from that, so maybe. Don't you just place them in your mouth, says Rayman. Yeah, I think they're talking about a different type of slabs. They're obviously talking about the wrong type of slabs, because there really should only be one type of slabs, and that's these slabs. Please give me a good deal with marketing and free slabs. And, yeah. But obviously they're slab noobs, and they don't know. Boop. Hooray! Now, aside from me having to clear out this entire floor section, get rid of all these magma blocks, delete these trees, put slabs everywhere to stop everything spawning, and all of the other things I need to do, we're finished for the day. Hurrah! You're welcome, peeps. We did a good job together. You really helped me with all of this mining and yoursing. Oh, and I love being on fire. Please make me more on fire. I want more fire, please. I feel like I haven't been on fire for long enough today. Best staircase ever as well. Oh, it's just been a good day. Those are called push-up slabs, says Aztec owner. Push-up slabs. What are you eating there, man? I'm eating push-up slabs. Oh, man. What I'd do for some push-up slabs right now. Get your hands off me push-up slabs. They're mine. I don't share. And there we go. We have now officially 100% completed the beginning of this project. Amazing. Wow, we have cleared a big area. All of that was netherrack. Where's my F5 button? Jeez. There we go. I'm hiding in here, though, because I don't want to get squished by the ghasts. Now you just need to go record a time-lapse of it on a world done. I'll do it all again and I'll do creative copy. No! Where's replay mod when you need it? Right, peeps. I am going to press that button and that button. We're going to say thank you to a few people. We're going to say thank you to a lot of people today because, geez, we've had a lot of bits thrown. We've had a lot of subscriptions. Don't forget, if you've got Amazon Prime and you haven't resubscribed, make sure you do subscribe because I really like it. It feels good and all that sort of stuff. And, yeah, follow if you haven't followed and all that sort of good stuff. Go to the Discord. Join me on everything else. Watch my videos. Download my add-ons. Buy my merch. Plug. And then I need to find someone to raid. So, if your name is on screen right now, an extremely big thank you for taking part in today's live stream, being helpful in whatever way you have been, or just being incredibly generous by subscribing or cheering or being a moderator or following. Thank you so much. If your name is not scrolling on the screen right now, well, don't worry about it because an extra big thank you to you anyway, just for being here and making these things worthwhile. Thank you for keeping me entertained for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for giving me many happinesses and comedies. But now it is time to go to Mr. Beard Stone. Oh, you didn't see that coming, did you? Right. Anyway, see you later, peeps. Goodbye.